Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another exciting edition of Saturday Night InSaniTy. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, I got a retweet. Hello.
You didn't see me do that.
How's it going? How's it going, everybody?
Hand jack. I was like,
Jazz hands. Okay, we're fine. We're good.
Clapping in sign language.
Jazz hands.
No, it's clapping in sign language.
Clapping in sign. Oh, is that where jazz hands comes from?
No.
Okay.
Jazz hands is actually the thing from jazz dance.
Oh, okay.
Where you do the jazz, because it's like you wiggle your hands for the jazz hands.
Oh, it's
jazz
like
hands.
that rather than like that.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Some people do
differences.
this. Some clap, but like
So actually,
because
well, I mean,
clap
you
is
could
kinda
just
meaningless,
clap, yeah,
but like the clap doesn't have any as much impact visually. If you're a visual person,
yeah.
this is what you want to see: a whole crowd doing this. Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
it's
Just cool.
It's trippy.
Trippy, man. I'm tripping out. Greetings, everyone who is here. Those of you who stuck around from the tail end of the marathon earlier, we had a fun, but a short Saturday phase. We got a couple hours in the queue for tomorrow. Well, an hour and a half in the queue for tomorrow thus far.
Cool.
So
That's good.
yeah. So as always, any donos that come in during the show will count towards tomorrow. So if you'd like to keep the party going, feel free to drop some extra time into the queue for us, and we will do so. Yeah, we had a pretty good round today. Pretty, not too many sweaties out, so we just had some nice relaxed rounds. Got about 5 wins, I think, 4 or 5 wins.
Very nice.
And,
we got 5 wins just in the short time we were playing together.
We did. Cool. We had a really good time yesterday.
A really great run.
Some really
Until
good
Stoudman
runs,
showed up.
Yeah, Stoud showed up and just ruined everything.
Literally didn't win a round after Stoud showed up. I mean, I love the guy, but what the hell, Stoud?
Well, we went around.
I know, I'm fucking
a round.
We won.
Yeah, but before you showed up, we were on a 4-win streak.
We had a streak going.
And then we lose the next round.
Yeah.
That's because we broke. The reason why that happened is because we broke up the team that was winning. It's like we just kind of kept going with the same team.
We had a good rhythm going there with that team. Yeah.
We kicked CJ out.
That's all right.
Yeah. He was carrying us to victory. Actually, this really was going on.
Yeah. So anyway, how's everybody doing this week?
I'm terrible.
Great.
My body hurts all over right now.
Everything sucks. I hate the world. That kind of stuff.
Sweet.
This has been a really astronomically bad week for trans rights, and really? Alabama's being Alabama.
Ugh.
Like they're allowing people to refuse medical service if they're trans or if it's against their religion. And it's like, what? That's like so against the Constitution.
Yeah, right?
Like, come now. Like,
I mean,
I think I heard it.
It's one thing if you're an independent business that doesn't want to serve a cake to homosexual people.
And even then,
that's shitty to begin with. But I mean, at least it's not denying the constitutional rights of people. That's terrible. It's absolutely
technically
terrible.
You cannot deny service based on sexual orientation.
That's true. Unless you're in
it's
Alabama,
not okay at all.
Apparently.
Well, yeah. Alabama sucks. Well, Alabama's legislature sucks. The people in Alabama are varied, and there's probably great people
obviously,
there.
Yeah, everywhere. There's good and bad apples, but...
No, I'm not watching Mania. I'm here on the show, JL.
What?
He's like, you're not watching Mania this year? I'm right here. Do you see me watching Mania this year?
Yeah.
I'm watching it Monday, probably.
Yeah. Skinslip. There are such things as watching things not the second they air.
I watched the opening match and was disgusted with the bad booking and said, I'll watch this later. I don't need this today. I'm not feeling great because I got my second dose of vaccine yesterday, and today right now I'm feeling much better than I was this morning. When I woke up this morning, I felt like I had like a really bad flu. Like body weight.
The second jab. We can't.
But like I've actually gotten better as the day's gone on, so it's like
we can't even get the first one until next month. So.
Well,
Yeah.
That's how there's some places here too. To be fair. So.
Yeah, I
don't know why it's coming.
My
taking
first
so
one.
long here.
I only snuck in because my parents are essential government workers, so they just part of the family. I just get
Yeah.
wee.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd be waiting 2 months, I think.
Well,
Anyway,
my girlfriend is a nurse, so she
Mm.
got hers like immediately, like the second it was available. Essential worker.
Oh, yeah.
So I think she's about to get her second one. Can't
oh
remember.
boy,
But yeah.
that's not fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I mean,
the
I'd do it
general
again.
consensus. It doesn't affect everyone the same way, but
No, it doesn't. I mean,
but
My dad's
generally they're
fine.
saying the second
physiology's
one
different. Yeah.
tends to hit harder because they say that's the one with oomph. That's
Yeah.
the first one is to get you started, and this
Yeah.
is the dose.
My mom and my dad are
Right.
just fine. So
The second one is
Yeah.
the one with the microchips and all the autism juice in it, so that's why
Yes.
it hits you harder.
oh, I hope so.
One-
Please.
it's the one
me
that
the
makes the
injection
frogs
daddy.
gay.
and
That's my
the one that
personal
turns the frogs gay. That's right. Yeah.
favorite.
Hey, frog.
It's actually made from gay frog juice. You know.
There you go.
Why is Stoudman's video all fucked up on your thing?
I don't know.
What do you mean fucked up?
That's how
I
it's
don't
showing
know.
in cast for me.
I know, it's so weird. No,
So-
you're not. So there's like a little weird border on your thing.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's just on
I-
his, but it's not
Oh,
on mine
I
at
don't
all.
know.
Oh no, yeah,
That's
it's
so
on
weird.
mine too. It's just
Yeah, I think if he
on
exits and
yours
comes
too.
back in, it'll clear that.
yeah, he's just
For
offset.
fuck's sake.
We will switch to Zoom one of these days, but not today.
It's been busy.
So, busy and broke. Zoom costs money. If you wanted
Yeah.
to
Does
run
it?
for more than 40 minutes.
Yes.
Damn it.
which
I mean, we
we
could have
kind of
small
need
break. I mean, but it would suck.
every 40 minutes in the middle of whatever we're talking about.
Usually streaming and you
Yeah.
start a new thing. Yeah.
yeah.
We'll just have commercial breaks.
Commercial
Yeah.
break, yeah. Yes, we'll be right back after these important messages.
And it just cuts to you staring at the screen. Have you been vaccinated? You're just like doing your fucking.
After
Just-
these messages,
We're like-
we'll be right back.
I love that one.
I was like,
I love that.
Let's talk about the miracle that is the garden weasel.
Oh, it hurts.
Goddamn ad takes for fucking ad.
There you
I
go.
know. Hey, it worked for you.
Hey, I'm paying the $5 a month, so I don't get ads. Yeah.
That's been nice.
I don't know why, honestly, because I've seen no improvement in performance in giving them my money.
The ad blocker skips the ad.
At least, hey, shush. We don't talk about such things here.
I didn't say anything. I just said I
Yeah,
used what I
no,
used.
seriously, do not ever mention those things here. That's like big no-no. But yeah.
I was going to say something about the no square, but that's okay.
You go to timeout. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Don't
I love how
mention
they
the
just
no square.
but ground everything to a screeching halt.
I agree.
So, awesome. So everybody's feeling wonderful and chipper and perfect this week, as usual. Excellent.
Of course.
My body wants me to die. The rest of me's
In my
fine.
case-
My body's just like, kill me.
In my case, it's a combination of there's like a pain in my neck, and then
You're a pain in my
also-
neck. Ha ha ha. Ha.
also the whole lost one job, still trying to find another job, don't have barely any fucking money coming in, feeling kind of low, you know.
Yeah. Sorry, dude.
I'm feeling a little better now that I have that plan for my website. Oh yeah,
I'd hug you, but I'd probably screech in pain.
I have that plan. I have a plan.
Oh, I gotta turn my
There's
door.
a master plan for my website now.
It
I'm
always
sorry, a
goes
what?
back when-
Oh, master plan.
A
I thought
masturbatory plan for
I
the
masturbate.
website. She's turning it into a porn site. All Stoud,
Oh.
all the time.
That's right.
There are people who would pay to watch Justin jerk off on camera. Yes,
Well,
I know
it's
people.
cool. Well, send them my way. I need money.
Go make a chatterbait and go fucking make up money.
Oh, Chatterbait. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the money is
There you
when
go.
it comes to that thing.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of.
Onlyfans.com/Stoudman. I was like,
Oh, you can do that too. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I
Mhm.
parked Skinslip. I haven't used it, but I parked
There
it
you go.
because you never know.
You never
My
know.
friend uses hers for cats. It's like, you want to see these red hot pussies, and you open them for all cute cat photos. It's great. But everyone knows they're getting when they get there. So
Of
sign up
course.
for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Silliness.
That's like what Belle Delphine used to do. She would do these kind of trolly porn videos. It's like Belle Delphine stroking 2 cocks, and you open up the video and it's her like petting a couple of roosters.
Yes.
But now she just does regular porn because that's apparently what the people wanted. So there you go.
Pays money.
That's where the money is.
Pays
Gotta
a lot of
go where
money.
the money is. You know.
Watch this
That's it.
amazing video of her barebacking, and it's like her on a horse.
Yeah, exactly. There's no saddle. Yeah.
Oh, God.
It was all like little puns like that, and
Like, watch her get a
I'm sure
facial.
some
and
people
start getting,
enjoyed-
like a fucking
Yeah.
the stuff
Putting
right
it
her
on.
face.
a facial. Yeah, it'd be like one of those masks, just looking
Yeah.
horrifying.
Orange lights for the eyes. You know?
Yeah.
Like, shit.
Yeah.
I think we've stumbled on something.
Yeah. Well,
Already.
Belle Delphine beat us to it. That's and she's
I'm
cuter
sure
than
people
any
have
of
done
us.
it.
So
I'm sure someone did before her too. But,
yeah.
like, that's how it goes.
So yeah,
It's a good
so,
idea. Yeah.
Anyway.
Funny. What a weird conversation to start us tonight off with.
Yes,
All right.
very. That's the insanity. We got into the insanity part early.
Yeah, well, I'm just straight to
I don't
insanity.
think we ever got
So-
into it. We never left it.
No.
Ooh,
Over
Hold
8
on.
years we've been doing this, and people still hate it.
There we
Excellent.
go.
We've been hanging out longer than that too.
Hey, Garbage Gamer just paid his rent. 50,000 chat points for I Live Here. You can't
We were
see that
back
on the
just
screen, but it's yeah.
We were talking about how we were like in 2011. We were in Stickam, and I'm ranting about how Conan the Barbarian looks terrible. It's a good movie, by the way.
Oh yeah. That's
You remember
how long
that?
it's
That was
been.
that-
That's how
yeah.
long it's been for Skinslip to see something or almost see something, hate it, and then reevaluate it and change your opinion.
I changed my opinion almost immediately after I saw that. Actually,
Oh, okay, yeah.
my opinion was before
Well, I
based on
think-
the trailer.
I think we had a lot of discussions about that too, because I was correcting a lot of people at the time. It's like, well, if you've read the original stories, actually,
And I had, but in a
well,
long ass time.
well, actually, as much as we love the Arnie movies, they're not particularly accurate to the original stories, and in particular
I do love them.
how Conan is
Those scores by both Poldoris.
But it's one of those situations where it's
yeah,
it's
Who-
just Arnold Schwarzenegger, so we let it slide.
who all yeah exactly. I mean, it's,
Well, yeah, he was awesome. He just
it's
know,
Arnie with a big sword.
yeah. He
Greetings,
punched a horse.
greetings, Jamie, who is here and is Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
You're so concerned that I'm going to forget again, aren't you? Welcome.
Why don't you give her VIP status?
I don't know. Because
Just type VIP in her name.
But that's that's for people who contribute a lot of money to the stream.
Oh,
That-
I use
that-
that.
That is a that is a status that you have to pay out the ass for.
Fair.
Doesn't mean we love you any less. It's just that's kind
Wanna
of
be
the
a
precedent
VIP?
that was set, so we don't
Gotta
want to.
pay.
That's right. That's right. She is a VIP in our hearts. So,
On my channel, I generally VIP people because I have too many mods. So it's like,
oh,
that's.
okay.
And of course, if someone were to donate a large sum of money, they'd immediately get a VIP status.
Well, yeah. Of course. Oh, Jesus!
Never had such cool things happen though.
Thanks, JL. And hello, Godzilla.
I thought you were increasing. Will you go increase the cost of
I
that
keep
already?
forgetting. I keep forgetting.
Go right now.
I'll do it right now.
Right now.
All right, so
Yeah,
JL
do it
got
now.
the last cheap Godzilla roar. It's about to become more expensive.
No.
We can never forget you, Jamie. You're too awesome.
Of course.
You're too nice.
Jamie is awesome.
Yes.
And she is practically an OG. Going back to the
She is an
Stoudman
OG.
days. Yeah.
And back then, yeah, it's just
Back to
you've been living life, doing things.
Worm disease. Quick, someone do it again before it changes.
the. You heard it. I'm almost into the settings now. Here we go. Oh god, they changed everything. Where the hell is it?
Oh, the
Godzilla roar.
the
there
sound
it
alert
is.
screen.
I don't even have the soundboard on my channel anymore. No one used it anyway.
Okay, now how do I change the?
I don't get a lot of people donating my stream. I do get some, and I'm very thankful when I do. But
Quick,
like,
while I was trying to figure it out.
I always get
Someone call it.
paranoid like something on my stream isn't working.
yeah, I understand that entirely.
Got it.
So
Okay, Godzilla roar will now cost you 5 bones, or 500 bits.
five big ones.
5 big ones.
5 Whopper dues.
Yes. Whopper dues. Indeed.
I don't know. That's some shit.
Whopper dues. Circus of values.
I need to see if that is on the sound alert
Circus
thing.
of value.
Yeah, actually, that's what I should put on because I made that joke every single time I went to a vending machine in BioShock. So,
Oh my
Every
god, it is.
single
and it was
time.
just as funny
Hold
every
on.
time.
You should definitely do a master cut of all.
The Circus of Values is in there. Maybe I should grab it. Oh god. Oh no. Circus of Values.
Oh my god.
See, I don't know how well you can hear this, but yeah, it does the.
Fucking stream is free.
Well, I couldn't hear it because there was an air horn going on. So I heard, "Welcome to the circus of
Like, what?
the circus of what? What?"
Yeah, you can just
Thank you,
search it.
Major Motoko.
That's gonna be. It's kind of loud. So I can turn it down.
You can adjust the volume of them, yeah.
Yeah. I always try to wonder how many bits should I make it. I mean, that's a very short one, so yeah.
Great, thanks. Now that's in my head, Sean.
Circus of Values.
Everything's just getting in your head, eh?
Everything.
I've been weakened by drugs, so yes. I have problems fighting back
know.
the brainworm.
Very, very loud still, actually.
I feel like I'm being trampled by horses. Ugh.
You can't use anything on it but objects.
Uh-huh.
Stop stepping on me, horses.
They're like little tiny Clydesdales just running up and down
Horses?
my spine.
What?
Mostly it's my back pain plus the body aches, like just doing a number
I
on me.
see. Gotcha.
And honestly, I'll tell you right now, the body aches wouldn't be so bad if
Where the hell do I search them now?
I weren't such a sensitive.
If you go to library,
A library. Okay, there we
you
are.
just type in.
Hey, there it is. And the first $5 Godzilla roar. Thank you so much, JL. Nothing stops
Would it be
JL.
anyone well?
Yeah. Oh, here we are.
So what?
Welcome to the Circus of Value.
I got headphones.
Welcome to the Circus of Value.
I know, right?
No, we'll do this one. Yes. And we'll make it not a value at all at $5. There you go.
The circus
Not
of value.
Come on.
Come on! Come on!
If you come to mine, it's only $2.50.
Oh.
I was like,
Yeah, but I need the money more than he does.
Oh, you think so?
That is-
Huh?
that is very true.
Yes.
I also
I'm
need
more
money.
brokerer than you.
Oh, is that the
I'm
case?
brokerer than you, though.
No.
Trying
No,
to find another way of
you really
saying
aren't.
the same thing.
Yeah, I am.
You have an income.
Welcome
I
to
don't.
the Circus of Value.
You make more than my income, dude.
Well,
I can't
don't
pay
know.
rent on my income. You can.
Sound alerts, man.
Well, that's just shitty that you're even charged rent.
So my
But
point
that's
is, you
another
definitely
story.
make more than me.
Yeah.
Pretty sure
Also,
you make lots more than me. Actually.
I don't know. I don't count. I just live my life.
I know. Of course, it's Canadian versus American conversion.
Well, it is too, also, yeah, but, whatever. I make barely enough to live on doing this, so anyone who thinks if you start live streaming you're instantly going to be rolling in money, you're wrong.
There hasn't been a month since I started disability that I haven't had to do a side job to pay my bills.
Pretty much, yeah.
Instant money making machine.
Instant,
But that's
just
capitalism in a
rolling in
fucking
money. Yeah, pretty much.
The only reason I can even buy things is because guess what? I work my ass off extra to be able to buy those things, doing fucking grueling work that I hate. That's why I don't stream enough.
Did that come through? I didn't hear it. It says,
I don't know. I always have the chat muted. So.
bits.
0 bits.
Yes, it doesn't work with bits, or it shouldn't work with bits. Better not work with bits. It's
Wait.
only supposed to be money. Money, money, money.
What do you mean?
The sound
Audio?
alerts. You can have
Sound-
you can have sound alerts go with bits as well as, or sorry, not bits, chat points if you want, but it shouldn't
Oh.
be on mine. because I do it for the money.
Yeah.
Simple as
Sorry,
that.
it was just you said that the weird way. It's like it shouldn't be with bits. I'm like,
I
why
was
wouldn't
I
it? It
was
should be.
mistaken.
I felt like we've been
Oh,
using
it
bits.
says. Oh, I see. It says it's 0 bits. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, that's what I was laughing in there. I was like, it says Major Motoko used 0 bits to play Circus of Value.
Let's
Like,
try that
Hacker!
again. Okay.
Hacker!
Now it's 500. Okay, there we go. Thanks for letting me
Oh.
know, and I hope you enjoyed the free sound alert.
You probably didn't play because it had no.
incoming hype.
Well, I mean, I guess you can have it where it's just all of them are free, and it's just for the viewers to troll you as much as they want. God, that
Yeah,
would
but I
get
bet you still can't make it 0. I think you have
that
to
would
make it
get
at least
annoying
1 point.
so fast.
Probably has to be at least 1 point, I bet, or
Yeah.
something like that.
I don't know.
Knowing our chat, yeah, it would just be a constant wall of sound.
I'd like 50K only make something use at points. I'll just use that all the time.
Yes.
For
Everything
most
50K
people.
chat points. You know.
I might be able to in a deal.
Holy shit, we have the hype train. I just noticed.
Hype
So everybody's been
train!
going crazy with the soundboard and everything.
And Ryan Shadoway's in the
And
chat.
Ryan Shadoway
Never
is in the
paying
house.
attention to anything ever.
Nope.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Sorry, I was zoning out. We're 34% on the chat train, the hype train.
14.
Hype train. We got a little under 4 minutes to hit level 2, and then when the train derails, inevitably, we'll get into the news here because we got a lot of news. this week, I
Roller
think.
coaster of love.
Love.
Say what?
Roller coaster. Oh God, why did I leave that one on? Wow. I think I need to make that even more expensive.
Saying that.
Holy, Major Motoko just dropping bits like they're going out of style. And Godzilla expressing his delight at evil. Thank you, JL Smeghound and Major Motoko. Very good. Skeleton Boner asks
Put
how.
your tinfoil hat there, Alex Jones.
Skeleton Boner asks how is Cass doing? Will he ever be back on? I don't know when he'll be back. I mean, he comes on when he can. He's a busy guy. He's got a life, you know. But he's doing good. He's doing good. We keep in touch. I hear from him pretty much every week. He's on the on the Discord pretty frequently. Hey, Ryan Shadoway, $10. I think that means it's only, what is it, $14 for another half hour on tomorrow's thing? Yeah. Because we had a few sort of just stray donos throughout the day.
Any donos tonight go toward tomorrow's stream.
Tomorrow's marathon, yeah.
Marathon
Yeah.
tomorrow.
I will keep track here as we go. We've had a lot of fun this week. We've had a pretty good marathon overall. So yes,
Very
it's
big
$14 for the next half hour. And there we go.
It feels like a lot of the sweaties just stopped playing.
Good.
Yeah.
It's
They're
actually,
like,
Stop playing
"Fortnite
because no
sucks
sniper
now."
rifle.
it's actually
No sniper rifle. Game sucks.
yeah, I know, right? Totally.
So
Myself-
good, don't
skill.
play them. Then we can actually
Hey,
win some fucking
Smeghound.
games.
Smeghound and Ryan Chataway dropping bits. We're at 96% on level 1. 96%.
Well, unfortunately, that doesn't count unless you get to 100%. You won't get
I
anything
know,
unless
I
you
know.
get to 100%.
Well, yeah. And the cup runneth over with bits. Metal Gear Solid alert. I think that needs to be louder. I might need to increase the volume on that.
You still need that 1%
We're
more.
at 99%. What is this? A Windows program installation or update?
If it gets to that and does not get to level 2, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
I know. There's 45 seconds left to hit level
You guys
2.
are like 100 bits away.
We need
from a free
100
email.
bits.
There it is.
There we go. We got it. Thanks,
God,
Major
what the fuck
Motoko.
is that?
And
I was about to
Smeghound.
witness that shit.
Witness
fuck?
me. Boom.
Witness
And
this bullshit.
blowing up the jar. Look at that.
Oh man, that
Kaboom.
Jar is dead. Good lord.
Everyone gets a free emote now. Yay!
Everyone gets a free emote.
Well, free, but cheap.
Now we
essentially.
are at 11% on level 2. No, 18% on level 2. Oh, we just got some subs, some gift subs from Ryan Chataway and from Worm Disease. Thanks so much, guys. I am toast. Yeah, we were
It
toast.
is actually one of the cheapest ways to get a
Toast in our last round. I could have used some armor to help not die so quickly in our last round today. That was it's a knight with a top with a fedora. That's cool.
Jesus Christ.
Milady.
A true white knight. It's like full white knight. Oh my god.
It is. Oh my god. Oh, fuck's sake. There is not someone knocking on my balcony door.
Excellent.
That gets me every fucking time.
I know.
The other
It's
the other one makes it sound like someone's in my kitchen wall. That's really disturbing. like ah.
best. Really creepy.
Yeah.
Who the fuck's pounding inside my walls?
I don't know. Let me
my
out.
case-
I watch
in my
you when you
case, I
sleep.
literally hear that at least like a dozen times a day because right next to me is a teenager.
Who just constantly pounds on the wall randomly, or just
Yeah,
puts
actually.
their feet on the wall and kicks the wall.
Yeah, actually.
That's the connection.
He was in another room,
Yes.
and in the other room he had been in for a while. He actually ended up putting a hole in the wall accidentally in his sleep.
From his
like-
aggressive pounding on the wall with teenage hyperactive energy. Wow,
Damn.
that's crazy.
To be fair, drywall doesn't take a lot to break.
True.
But like,
Yeah.
still, that's
True.
like.
It does go. I'm just saying, it goes to show, like, yeah, there's going to be noise sometimes.
Train,
Yeah.
high pipe train. Hey, greetings, Wolf Den. How's it going? We're just trying to get to finish up level 2 on the hype train here. We're sitting at 21%. 21%. We're getting close.
I feel like I'm dying. Ugh.
You're not dying. You're
I'm not.
living. That's good pain. Healing pain.
You're not dying. You're falling in style.
That's right.
My everything hurts, and then that hurts on top of everything else.
I see. Okay, Michael says there are 5 levels of the hype train. I don't know if we're ever going to hit level. We're going to need like a way bigger audience for level 5. I think that's
Oh yeah.
crazy. We hit level 3 last week, I think.
Yeah.
With the avalanche of gift subs. Hey, thanks, Wolf Den.
That was thanks to Quack.
It was. Quack just went to town with gift subs last week. That was crazy.
Damn right.
Boom! 43% with some bagpipes
shit.
to celebrate. Who knows? We might actually hit it again this week. There's a lot of level 2 emotes that none of us have because we've never hit it other than that one time. Of all the souls I've encountered, his was the most human.
Human.
See, anyone who says William Shatner's a terrible actor, go watch that scene again. The way he gets choked up when he gives that little speech is just so beautiful and so heart-touching, you know? Perfect, amazing delivery.
It physically went into my chest and poked my heart.
Yep. Poke.
I think it's not that he's bad. It's just a certain amount of camp to his performance that some people can't understand
Yes.
or don't
I
like.
agree.
Yeah.
Well, and it's
Holy
not
shit,
always. It's not
90%.
always 90%.
seconds.
Holy shit! So many.
10 seconds.
So many. Got 10 seconds to hit the last
9,
10%.
8,
Oh my
7,
god!
6.
Oh shit!
90.
Oh,
Oh, so close.
Success.
So close.
Well, yeah.
We
It
got
was success, but like
for
yeah.
level
Not
1.
time.
Oh,
Not
so
time, damn.
close.
Okay, emotes did you
We
guys
got
get?
level 1 emote. We got level 1 emote.
I didn't get one.
Ooh, I like the one with the skull and it's with the dagger in it. That's perfect.
Yes.
Dead.
Is it?
Skull with the dagger in it.
Skull hype RIP. Yes, that's a good one. I'm a present with something in me. Oh. Oh, that was terrifying. Okay. It was on my head. I'm a knight again. Oh, this is a different knight. This is just like a shiny,
nothing,
like ray
Michael? Why did
trace
you get
knight. Look
nothing?
at that. It's beautiful.
Hold on.
Oh.
Did you give bits?
Michael got nothing?
Was it a minimum of 500 bits?
Oh my god.
I think it actually.
Oh my god. The Benny Hill.
Minimum of 500
Where were
bits.
you a minute and a half ago,
I think
JL?
it's 100.
Same cost. No,
Oh my
500
God.
bits, same cost as subscription.
Hey, and we got another $10 from Ryan Chataway, so that means only $4. $4 to add an extra half hour to tomorrow's proceedings. That's pretty impressive.
It's 100 for emo with just 100 bits.
Or is it? No, hold on a
Pretty
second.
sure.
Hold on, I miscounted. It's actually $1 for the next half hour. $1.
Oh, well, there you go.
There you go.
Plus, we got a bunch of, other stuff.
Yes. Bits, 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 bits.
$1.
I am toast
Someone
again.
donate 26.
26.
That would be the $1 plus 25 more.
Plus
yeah.
another half hour. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a solid
Or,
2
I
hours.
guess,
or
51
2.5
or,
hours for tomorrow.
you know,
so-
just-
or whatever.
Someone throw that last one in there.
Something plus $1.
126.
Yeah. 101 would be great.
151.
201. You know, that would give us 4 hours and 4.5 hours, actually.
Pays rent.
Hey, there we
Help
go.
pays rent.
Major Matoko.
$1.
Dropping the dollar. $1.
$2.
5,000.
$2.
You know, we could just keep going.
There we go. 5,000. Just keep me playing Fortnite until next marathon. And another $1 from Ryan Chataway, so now it will be $24 for the next half hour. Just
You
keeps going.
fucking troll. I love you.
Keeps going. $24 for the next half hour. Okay. There you go. And I swear, if someone does $23.99, I'm sticking to my guns, and it will be 1 cent for the next half hour. No exceptions. No discounts.
But the funny thing about
Someone
that
do
is,
$23.98.
the funny thing about that is, I think you need to donate at least $1 just to donate it all.
Yes.
So
Yes.
they'd have to donate $1.01, which would make it another uneven number
Yes.
toward the next half hour.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
And it would
I love
probably
this.
break the donation goal. Hey, speaking of which, donation goal is at 50%, and we've got negative 2 days left till the end of the goal. So that's
Sweet!
great.
It ends 2 days ago.
Sweet. Excellent. Getting those bills paid.
Everything hurts, and I think I'm dying.
Cool.
You're not dying.
All right. So.
Leslie, no, help me.
You're going through the Cameron thing.
Don't touch me,
Ferris Bueller's
man!
Day Off.
Yes, I am Cameron and Ferris Bueller. Just, dying.
The slip was in Egypt land.
Let's go.
Ryan.
What? Oh my God, Ryan. $1.06.
You fucking asshole. Oh my god.
I
You
need,
know,
I need to get out the
tax.
calculator now.
Fuck's sake.
4 minus 106. So that leaves 20. Oh my God. 23.99, of course. 20. Oh my God. And now, fuck. God damn it. Okay, I gotta.
Make Sean do math for the rest
50
of the stream.
minus 23.99 minus.
Oh my god.
106.
You beautiful trolls.
Mm.
I love this. This is the best kind of trolling. Trolling with money is the one you can't complain about ever.
Okay,
You're just
so it'll be
um,
$23.95 for the next half hour. Lord.
Oh my God.
$23.95, and that gives
You
us
can't make this shit up.
2.5 hours now. All right, it's almost shaping up to be like a proper marathon day tomorrow. This is awesome.
Woo!
Good Lord.
Thanks for all the
How
support,
is it
guys.
I make more money like doing this and like just everybody trolling me with donations than I do doing the actual marathon? Like,
Because I think they're trying to tell you they want more of this.
well,
Apparently this needs to happen more often.
yeah,
Now we're
well,
all streaming.
yeah,
Right? That'd be cool.
yeah. Well,
Oh my God, Ryan.
I like to play video games.
242.
God damn it! I'll just keep the calculator open. Minus 242. So it'll now be 21:53 for the next half hour.
Precisely on the dot.
This is the best. Oh my God.
Where,
No one
Good
donate a whole
Lord.
number. Just keep random cents in it.
Madness. Yeah. All right.
News?
I don't know. Maybe. Got news. I still have the big screen over there, so I'll be squinting. Bring this over here.
Ah!
Excellent. It's the Squint episode. Of
Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, you donated pie. Of course. Of course. Oh my God.
Oh,
Okay.
you fucking trolls.
3
Hey, it's
minus
pie.
3.15. I
It's
just
pie.
said that.
Yeah. I was laughing and I couldn't hear you.
Okay. So that leaves 18.39. Oh my God. $1.54 now. I love you and hate you all.
This is
So-
legit the best.
So
Oh
now
my
it will
God.
be 16.85 for the next half hour. Good Lord. It's like Major Motoko and
It's a
Ryan
highlight.
Chataway just having far too much fun with this.
You're lucky you're spending money, otherwise you might actually be angry.
Well, yeah, exactly. This is the kind of trolling I don't mind because it helps me pay the bills. So much
I
obliged.
like to imagine they're tossing it
Oh my
all
God,
over
420.
bare change, just,
Seth
like,
Angel tip
throwing it in your
420.
face.
Here we fucking go.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my
That
God.
is 420. So it'll now be 12.65 for the next half an hour.
Everyone's pressing circle, that's why.
I tried to
Just-
keep it simple, 25
they're
bucks
just-
for a half hour, but you guys got to make it more complicated just to make me
Putting
feel
your
bad.
hands into a jar of fucking coins,
I'm
just
glad-
like
It's like I feel like everybody's paying in pennies, you know, like here.
There's just handful of just throw a roll of burgers at you every time. Like, ow! Ow!
Okay, news. God damn it. Trailers. We got the official trailer for the next DC animated film, Batman: The Long Halloween Part 1. This looks so good. I cannot wait for this.
Right?
Batman
Sounds
hunts
good too.
Batman-
That sounds great.
Batman hunts the serial killer Holiday, who murders each month during a holiday, as a war between the Falcone and Maroni crime families threatens to engulf Gotham. Starring the vocal talents of Jensen Ackles, Troy Baker, and the late Naya Rivera in her final film role. Part 1 will be released on June 22nd with a PG-13 rating, while Part 2 will be released in the fall with an R
my God.
rating. Very nice. Nice.
apparently I was wrong. You don't need to donate just $1.
No, that's
What?
skeleton boner, not an actual donation.
Oh, it's skeleton. Oh,
What are you
Haha, got
talking
you.
about?
you got me. You got me. You
Got
me.
him.
Yeah, this is
Ryan
Chataway.
Chataway just tipped 8 cents. Oh, yeah, no,
But
that's...
it wasn't. Yeah.
He literally just
Not an
typed
actual-
that into the chat, Stoud. That's
Yep.
Oh,
Almost had me
I wasn't
too. I
paying
had
And
to-
you
Got
got,
him.
you got fooled. You got punked.
I did. True.
So yeah, that one looks really good. I loved the original graphic novel of that, and I'm so glad that they're doing it as one of the extended adaptations to really give it time to breathe. And
Can't wait for the
the
complete film version where
the
they usually
complete
release
film-
towards.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
they always do that. But I'll likely pick up the 2-parter in the meantime. I tend to buy
Same.
all 3 of those just because it's nice to
Same.
have both versions of the presentation, and also supports the releases and helps to ensure that they will keep doing them. That said,
Yeah.
I'm really far behind on the DC animated movies, and I need to get caught up.
Also same.
Yeah,
I'm very, very behind. So
Yeah.
yes, I feel that.
yeah.
8 movies behind or
I'm
so.
about, maybe 6. Like all the ones from the last year, I've missed. I need to track those down.
Same.
Hope I get the slipcovers because they do really nice slipcovers for those. Official trailer for the Disney Plus original series Loki, premiering June 11th. After the events of Avengers Endgame, Loki is brought to the mysterious Time Variance Authority, TVA, organization and their timekeepers, and is forced to fix several timelines he broke, and ends up trapped in his own crime thriller. Oh my god, that sounds like so much fun. I'm totally
That
down.
sounds good.
I'm totally down for that. $13 from Major Motoko, which brings us to, oh my god, okay, well, that takes care of the $12.65. And math
It
is
starts
hard.
again.
13 minus 12.65, so that gives us 35 cents towards the next half hour.
Oh gosh.
So it will,
24.65.
so it'll be 24.65.
Yep.
Whoops. So we got 3 hours in the queue for tomorrow. Excellent. So
Fucking trolls.
These are chocolate covered almonds.
They are
24.65
for me.
for the
They're
next
not
half
bad
an
for you.
hour. Excellent.
I
Bless
can't have
all
most
your little
covered
hearts
candies 'cause they have
and your
malt
trolliness.
in them.
I love you all.
Malt barley.
So, yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. Definitely want to check that out. And I love how they, in true Marvel fashion, found a way to bring Loki back, which is great. We knew that he wasn't going to stay dead. I mean, come on. So, official trailer for the Netflix original documentary series The Sons of Sam, A Descent into Darkness, premiering May 5th. Oh, goody. True crime stuff. We'll be all over that.
Oh boy.
The hunt for the son of Sam captivated the world in the late 1970s, but the story behind one of America's most notorious serial murders is all but forgotten until now. Filmmaker Joshua Zeman explores whether or not Berkowitz acted alone in orchestrating the murder spree, as journalist and author Maury Terry claims there is a deeper web of darkness behind his crimes. Ooh,
Woo.
that sounds
So
interesting.
watch that and then watch Son of Sam. So they
Watch
get
Son
that
of
on Blu-ray.
Sam. Yeah, exactly. Was it Son
Summer
of
of
Sam?
Sam.
Summer of Sam. Yeah, that's
Summer of
right.
Sam.
Yeah, yeah.
I have Son of Sam also, which is a proto slasher.
That'd be a good,
One thing I can tell you
good
for
double
sure
bill.
is that Berkowitz, he was definitely playing stupid, which is playing and acting like he was crazy or whatever.
Yeah,
And he was very ridiculously good at it. He
yeah,
could fool anybody.
yeah.
He's very
Like-
intelligent. That's right. Yeah.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
but
Very good.
there were times when he'd let it drop, right?
Yeah.
For like just a second, and he'd be like, "Holy shit,
Yeah.
this guy's a criminal fucking mastermind."
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting. Oh, no.
Oh no. Why? Why are you doing
$3. Excellent. So we now have $3.35 towards the
this?
next
Never
half
getting
hour.
through news at this rate.
Minus 3. Which leaves $21.65 towards the next half hour.
You'll be
Excellent.
going until your marathon stream at this rate. You know?
Oh, boy. Well,
I've never seen Summer of Sam actually.
neither have I. That's the one I'd like to check out. I
Dad
think
bought that for me.
isn't
Oh,
what's
yeah.
her face Kim Director from Blair Witch 2 in that? I think she is.
I don't know.
I think
Probably.
I think she is in that. Yeah, she was the
You
goth
probably
girl.
have a better net.
She was the
Yeah, I know. Who
she was
she
the
is.
goth girl. Yeah. Well, for those who
I
don't
love
know,
her.
though.
She's awesome.
Oh yeah,
No,
she's
that's fair.
amazing. Yeah.
I want
I'm
an
basically
uncut
madly
version movie.
I'm basically madly in love with every '90s movie goth girl ever.
Oh yeah, same. I don't blame you. Same.
Unbelievable.
God,
This guy
jail.
says he's a Star Wars fan, but he doesn't even have the
Unbelievable.
Ewok movies.
Unbelievable.
Those are the best ones. How can you call yourself a real Star Wars fan if you don't have the original Ewok movies?
Now you too can prove your real Star Wars fanness if you have Disney Plus, because they have the Ewok movies.
And they're in HD and they look so good.
Oh, really?
Oh my
Oh.
god. Oh my god.
Can we please get
They look
Blu-rays of those?
great.
Do.
I- Was stunned. I thought they were just gonna be the regular TV rips or whatever, the VHS rips or whatever VHS soundtrack was on
Yeah.
disc. But no, fully remastered that shit.
Excellent. Well, hopefully we'll get a Blu-ray at some point.
crossed.
Official teaser. I watched this. Official teaser for the second season of the Paramount Plus series Star Trek Picard, premiering 2022. The lasting impression this first look gave fans was the tease of the return of iconic Star Trek character Q. Yes, so John Delancey is back, and it ends with the line of him saying, "The trial never ends."
Ooh.
So it's
That's his
still
more famous
going. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
It's like
That trial?
Ooh.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
The
Yeah.
whole time it's been going.
The whole time. It's like of Picard's life, basically. It's just,
That's the whole, I get it.
That's
Yeah.
pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it gave me like chills and made me squeal a little bit. I was so happy. And yes, it is John Delancey coming back because nobody else can be Q. I mean, he's
Okay, but do we finally get to find out who Q is?
You were just met with like dead silence for full 5 seconds. That was great.
Well, mostly
Go back and watch all 178 episodes of Star Trek: The Next Generation, Stoud. Then you'll know who Q is.
Did you make appearance on Beach
I was making a joke
I know,
because
I know.
the QAnon guy.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody's been
my
obsessively
God.
watching that documentary this week like you, Stoud.
Yeah. Yes, they have.
Uh-huh. Everyone.
Everyone.
Official trailer for the documentary Street Gang, How We Got to Sesame Street. A look inside the minds and hearts of the Sesame Street creators, artists, writers, and educators who together established one of the most influential programs in television history. There you go. Official trailer for the Netflix original series Jupiter's Legacy, premiering May 7th. Based off the comic book series by Mark Miller and Frank Quitely, the program follows the story of the world's first superheroes who received their powers in the 1930s. In the present day, they are revered elder guard, but their superpowered children struggle to live up to the legendary feats of their parents. Created by Stephen S. DeKnight, who was previously the showrunner on Netflix's Daredevil and directed the 2018 sequel Pacific Rim Uprising. Awesome. That sounds really good. And Mark Miller's great. He's a terrific writer. So
I liked Pacific Rim Uprising. It got
so
unfairly
did I.
shot.
I thought it was fun. I liked it.
Really?
wait, people hated that movie?
Yeah, they said it was too much like a Saturday morning cartoon, and Stout and I were both like, "But that sounds
the
good.
point.
That's what I want this
Yeah.
movie to be."
That's what we wanted from the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
exactly.
then what you're saying is they delivered on their promise.
I don't know. I've
Those
been talking to the wrong
bastards.
people, apparently.
Yeah.
Everyone I've talked to were like, yeah, I liked it better than the first one.
Yeah.
What?
I didn't like it better than the first one, but I liked it. I mean,
I like them both equally.
would
I will say
watch
that.
again. I
for
keep
their
for-
own
I keep
reasons.
forgetting there's an anime series of Pacific Rim on Netflix. I need to check that out.
Oh, yeah.
It's
That's
supposed
right.
to be really good. Yeah. It's,
I know what I'm
it's
watching
getting
tonight.
another season, apparently, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Evening's viewing sorted.
Done. I was like,
Official trailer for the Netflix film The Woman in the Window, premiering May 14th. Based on the novel of the same name, an agoraphobic psychologist befriends a neighbor across the street from her New York City brownstone condo, only to see her own life turned upside down when the woman disappears, and she suspects foul play. Starring an all-star cast with Jennifer Jason Leigh, oh, I love her, Julianne Moore, Wyatt Russell, Gary Oldman, Anthony Mackie, with Amy Adams in the leading role. That is quite a cast. That's awesome. Cool. Yeah, I'll check that out.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Official trailer for the comedy drama Mainstream. In this cautionary tale, three people struggle to preserve their identities as they form an eccentric love triangle within the fast-moving internet age. Starring Johnny Knoxville, Jason Schwartzman, and Andrew Garfield. Co-written and directed by Gia Coppola, the granddaughter of Francis Ford Coppola. Yes, not his grandfather, his granddaughter.
so sad.
Wow, he must be old by now.
No, I think I've mentioned this before. Is it Coppola or Coppola?
Coppola, I think.
Is
but
it Coppola?
I don't know. I've
Potato,
heard it
potato?
both ways.
Coppola,
Yeah.
Coppola,
Yeah, I
Coppola,
think it's-
Coppola? It's
It's
like
probably a potato.
it's
potato
like
thing.
is it Kim Basinger or Kim Basinger or Kim,
Kim
Basinger? Like-
Basinger.
Ba-
Basinger.
How do you pronounce
Basinger?
that?
One of my I think also one of Cass's favorite Family Guy jokes.
Oh, well, that whole thing. Wasn't that the one where it's like, this liver has to come out of the microwave. It's going to get all dry. And it's like, please, no more shtick.
No more, it can't take much more shtick. Well, he goes, I can't pronounce this. Kim Basinger?
That's what it was that scene. Okay. I thought it's just like one silly bit after another, and it's like, please, no more.
I have an official Google answer.
Oh, okay.
The American pronunciation is
no.
Coppola.
Uh-huh.
The British pronunciation is Coppola.
Great.
Honestly, I would have ever thought the other way around.
But he's American, is he not? Therefore, should it not be the American pronunciation?
Sure.
Google has both. Google just
My
lists
point still
both.
stands, though, that I thought it would have been the other way around. I thought it would have been in Britain. It would have been Coppola.
I like how that family has just spawned multi-generations of wonderful directors. Like Sofia Coppola is fantastic as well. And now we have his granddaughter becoming a director as well. It's just, yes, please, more from the Coppola family. They do good stuff.
Yes.
However
you say it.
However you pronounce that, probably really easy to pronounce name. Indiegogo trailer for the documentary In Search of Tomorrow. This is from the same makers as In Search of Darkness. Featuring original interviews of key 80s sci-fi filmmakers, actors, special effects, and visual effects masters, as well as tech advisors, authors, influencers, composers, and visionaries. Interspersed between the yearly timelines is a wide range of chapters that delve deeper into the intricacies of specific aspects of the movies, including world-building, storytelling, character definition, costume design, and more. Directed by David A. Weiner, who previously directed In Search of Darkness Parts 1 and 2. Yeah, he's Weiner.
I know. I'm just like, damn it.
Directed by my Weiner.
So bad if his middle initial was
I am
A.
so pissed off that I missed In Search of Darkness Part 2. Wanted the Elvira edition of that to go with my Elvira edition of the first one, because I was broke at that point in the month of October. And so In Search of... what was it called? In Search of Tomorrow is their documentary about 80s sci-fi movies. So, yeah. So pretty cool. Definitely don't want to miss out on that one. I've been following their Facebook page for a while. Sounds great. Official trailer for the neo-western Those Who Wish Me Dead. Based on the novel of the same name, a teenage murder witness finds himself pursued by twin assassins in the Montana wilderness, with a survival expert tasked with protecting him and a forest fire threatening to consume them all. Starring Nicholas Hoult, John Barenthal, with Angelina Jolie in the leading role. Co-written and directed by Taylor Sheridan, who's previously written 2015's Sicario and 2016's Hell or High Water. The film will premiere in select theaters and HBO Max simultaneously on May 14th. And then finally, we got the teaser trailer for the third season of the Vice series, Dark Side of the Ring, premiering May 6th. 6st. 6th. The teaser revealed 6 of the 14 episodes, with those topics being centered on Brian Pillman, Nick Gage, WCW and NJPW's collision in Korea, The Ultimate Warrior, Grizzly Smith, and The Dynamite Kid. We also had a basically logo tease for the upcoming Snake Eyes movie.
I am so fucking stoked for that.
Now, to just be clear, there are a few posts of that on YouTube that pair it up with what I'm pretty sure is a fan film of Snake Eyes and make you think that that's the movie. It isn't.
Yeah,
All we've had of the actual movie is just the title tease, and that's it. So presumably there's a trailer coming. But yeah,
I'm
pretty
excited because I like ninjas a lot.
Yes, well, I
G.I.
especially like G.I. Joe ninjas. They're the best ninjas.
Yes.
They flip out and kill everybody with their real ultimate power. Deep cuts from the early days of the internet there. So, movie and TV news.
Where is it?
Emmy winner Phoebe Walker-Bridge is set to co-star opposite Harrison Ford in the 5th installment of the Indiana Jones franchise. Yay, it's finally happening. With Ford returning as everyone's favorite fedora-wearing, whip-slinging archaeologist. Legendary composer John Williams, who has worked on every score in the 40-year-old franchise, including its iconic theme, will also return as composer. So not retired after Star Wars after all. So just hold on. As previously reported, James Marigold, director of Logan, has signed as director, with production set to hopefully begin in the summer.
Be prepared for the instant fan outcry because it's a female Indiana Jones that replaces him.
Of course.
Watch it. Watch it happen.
I don't know, maybe. I mean, why not? I mean,
If his daughter, why not?
I mean, Tomb Raider is basically a female Indiana Jones, you know?
Yeah, but there'll be fan backlash. Why you gotta do that?
You know what? No matter what they do, there will be fan backlash. There's literally no pleasing fucking
This is
fans
why I don't
these
opt
days.
into
Anything
fandom.
and everything will
pretty
be
much.
to them shitting on the legacy
Yeah.
of Indiana Jones.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Right. Yeah,
You
like
know,
number
people
4.
don't
raping
even
my
understand the legacy of
childhood.
Indiana Jones, by the
The
way.
only thing I ask is that Shia LaBeouf stays the hell away from this movie.
Oh no, I want him to be back.
I liked him.
It was all right.
Maybe not his main character, but I think he
He was
was
fine. He was fine.
If he got
Like,
replaced, if the character returned, but it was a different actor, I wouldn't care.
I don't know.
Because
You guys
that,
stop hating
I
on him.
don't
He's
hate the
awesome.
character. I don't hate Shia LaBeouf either.
No, neither do I. I don't get all the.
As an actor, I really like him.
Yeah, so
You
do
can't
I.
say about him as a
If they
person.
decided to go with somebody else, I'd be fine.
He
with
does
it.
some great stuff. I
He
think
randomly
he's...
donates to trans girls' transition funds, which is kind of interesting.
There you go. So I mean, I think I see him as a bit of an Andy Kaufman type. He kind of likes to play with people's perceptions of him
In reality,
and
yeah.
reality, and I think that's. I mean, it's to me clearly very intentional. He's not insane. He has very clear idea of what he's doing and what he's trying to accomplish.
He's as crazy as any
I'm
artist.
just on the side
Well,
of
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
like
I mean,
it. I've not
yeah.
liked a single movie he's been in that I've seen.
But
So-
so
I have no positive, like, oh my god, you know, yeah, he was great in this movie, but he was terrible in all these. This is like, he's been in every movie that I've seen.
Holes.
Yeah, 'cause he's
what
been
about
in
holes?
Holes.
Everybody
seen
likes
Holes.
holes.
I said that I've seen.
Okay.
Just like you should see Holes.
Not you guys that have seen every movie under the sun.
Everybody likes
Not you guys who are
holes.
humongous fans of the and I celebrate his entire catalog.
I don't do that. But I have logged
Okay,
over
Mike.
5,700,
Yeah.
over 576 movies since 2013. So, watched a lot of
There you go.
movies.
That's probably more movies than I've ever seen in my life.
Mhm.
Actually, I'm probably not
No.
lying about
That's more. That's more
No.
movies than a lot of people have actually seen.
Yeah.
it. So,
I would say that I think Shia LaBeouf is pretty capable as an actor.
I
and
think
he
so.
Has shown it
Yeah.
in several films.
He can do comedy. He can do drama. He can do like offbeat stuff. I mean, yeah,
Really
I
good
think
stuff.
so. Yeah.
There's this movie he did recently.
Peanut Butter Falcon.
By recently, I mean like a year or two ago. No, not that.
But
Honey
that one is-
Boy.
you have that.
I think it's called Honey Boy or something like that.
Oh yeah.
I saw that. It's on Amazon Prime, I think, and it's basically, without going out and saying it, it's basically like him telling his life story from starting out as like a young actor, child actor,
Interesting.
and how he got where he is, and he basically plays his own father in this movie.
Interesting. What was
That's
it called?
kinda cool.
I think
You broke
Wow.
up. What was it called?
Honey Boy, Honey Boy.
Honey boy, honey boy.
Yeah, it's Honey
boy, honey boy.
I'm pretty sure we've talked about it on.
And Peanut Butter Falcon,
Pause
I had
now.
to watch, but need to see
Looks like
that.
it could be good too. Yeah.
I have it on Blu-ray because like the premise immediately like interested me. So
What's the premise?
Oh, it's like right here. You might as well do
it's been a while. Okay, a down and out and a luck crab fisherman like embarks on a journey with a young man with Down syndrome. And it's like an actual Down syndrome actor. So I'm like, oh well, and then I watched the trailer. And the trailer is just great. So I'm like, okay, I gotta see this.
Cool.
And you
Well,
say
there
an
you
actor
go.
with Down syndrome. Let me correct myself.
Yes.
An actor with Down syndrome.
Just
It's a little rude the
do
way I
it!
said before.
Make
Sorry.
Yes.
your dreams
quite
My
true.
apologies.
Yeah,
was
thank
just
you, Shia.
Pain spilling out of my mouth.
Jamie says Googling Shia LaBeouf's holes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So, anyway, cool.
So the quote here about Honey Boy is, "It's not a biopic; it's a meta exorcism."
Interesting.
Interesting, right?
I mean, I'm interested.
That's the way.
Honey
That's
Boy.
LaBeouf for you. That's Shia LaBeouf for
Is that
you.
on Netflix or Prime?
I think it's on Amazon.
It's on Prime.
Okay, Honey Boy. I'll have to, I'm gonna write that down because I'm gonna forget. Oh yeah, I still have to watch Way Bad Stone.
Sal watch it with me
Another
at
one
some
that I
point.
wrote down so I wouldn't forget. Honey Boy. Oh, and I gotta watch The Astrologer, which mysteriously appeared on YouTube recently.
In a 2K master.
Yeah, so can finally see the movie that Skinslip's been gushing about for months now. All right.
See it for years. So
Maybe
Yeah.
Craig Denny is cute.
he's quickly shown death in South America.
Yeah.
Okay, so carrying on here. A representative of Sylvester Stallone has confirmed that the actor will not appear in the upcoming Creed 3, so the torch has been fully passed. Still, Stallone fans have something to look forward to, as the actor recently announced his recut of Rocky IV is complete, and as previously reported, the actor is working on a Rocky prequel series. I'll be interested to see all of those things. Even before Spiral from the Book of Saw has premiered, a 10th Saw film is in active development. It's too soon to say what the movie is even about, or if it'll be bringing back the characters introduced in the upcoming movie, but at the very least, Saw fans can rest assured that there will be even more blood to come. Excellent. Good.
I'm interested in seeing this new one, honestly.
I look forward to that. Which one?
This new one, Spiral, or whatever.
Oh,
Whatever it's
yeah.
called.
So I am really interested. I still have to see Jigsaw, but I've seen the original 7
I need to see that still,
a
too.
few times, and I love that whole series. As even the later ones where it gets ridiculously convoluted, I love it. I just love it all.
I'm not a big fan of anything past 3, but I don't hate any of them. You know what
I
I mean?
enjoy it.
Like-
I enjoy it. Lots
I'd
of
watch them again eventually.
twists and turns. I just love that it's a proper continuing story. You know, like each one literally picks up right where the previous one left off.
They
and-
retcon stuff all the time. which is
Oh,
great.
it does.
I love that.
It's
But
like
it's such a comic book movie.
I was gonna say it's like a horror comic book movie. Like, and it just
Mm-hmm.
goes back and retcons things, but it retcons things in ways that kind of work. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't
Not a bad way.
it doesn't
No.
betray its own logic really. It just gets really convoluted. But and I like that. That's I think one of the things I always enjoyed about it was it remains true to itself while becoming ridiculous at the same time.
It's very ridiculous by the end, yes.
And
I need to see Jigsaw, though.
yeah, it's fun. Actor Paul Dano has been cast in a major role in Steven Spielberg's upcoming untitled Amblin film, which is loosely based on the Oscar-winning filmmaker's childhood. Ah, yes, I know we're all dying to see this one. Dano will play a character inspired by Spielberg's father, but with a separate and original voice. He joins Michelle Williams, who will play a character inspired by Spielberg's mother, and Seth Rogen, who will play a character based on the filmmaker's favorite uncle. Cameras roll this summer, targeting a 2022 theatrical release.
Hey, another meta exorcism.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. It does sound very similar to the one we were just talking about. But Spielberg.
Yeah.
Streaming giant Netflix has emerged the winner of a nearly 2-year auction for the this is big news, for the exclusive U.S. rights to stream Sony Pictures theatrical releases in the first pay TV window, starting with the studio's 2022 slate. Netflix has also set a first look agreement with Sony for all of the studio's original movies produced for the direct-to-streaming market. The deal also requires Netflix to commit to a certain number of titles from the studio, but it doesn't stop Sony from selling direct-to-streaming titles to Netflix's rivals in that case. However, Netflix would have to pass on the project for Sony to be able to sell it to another streamer. As part of the pact, Netflix will license an unspecified number of older titles from Sony's movie vault. And further to that, that includes Spider-Man, the entire freaking Sony Spider-Man franchise.
Nice.
So that will be the only stuff that won't appear on Disney Plus. Will be the Sony.
Disney's got to be pissed.
So I would assume Disney will get the MCU connected ones, but the standalone ones that Sony does will go to Netflix.
That would
and
make sense,
only
yeah.
Netflix. So good.
Which means Venom will be over on Netflix probably.
Venom will be over there. Into the Spider-Verse will be over there. Yeah, anything that they do connected with that. So,
Venom was pretty good, actually. I was pretty shocked.
I still need to see that. Everybody tells me it was surprisingly good. I need to check
Yeah.
that. I need to get that.
It definitely feels like they cut out gore. I know they didn't. They say they didn't, but it doesn't
Yeah.
sound like it. It looks like it.
Well,
when I'm watching this movie, I know the telltale.
Well,
signs.
according to Tom Hardy, he said they cut out a lot of good character stuff too. He said he was quoted as saying a lot of what he felt were some of the best lines in the movie were on the cutting room floor. So that's why I was kind of holding out for a bit, hoping maybe we get an extended or unrated cut, but it's just no sign
maybe
of
Netflix.
it.
Maybe it'll be
So,
Netflix exclusive.
Maybe Netflix, then maybe we'll get a Blu-ray because Sony likes money. But
Yes, they do.
We'll see.
They really do, actually.
Yeah. And they don't overprice their Blu-rays either. They tend to be quite affordable. Disney.
Scream Factory. No, wait,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Scream Factory. Well, I mean, as far as studio titles go, I mean, you expect
I'm
studio,
being an ass, don't
like,
worry.
you
I know it
expect
has
studio titles to drop in price after a while because that was the business model forever. But then Disney happened and bought fucking everything, and now everything is full price all the time. Even if it's a 10 fucking year old movie, it's still like $30.
Disney. By the way, that's Amazon's plan too.
Oh, great! That's wonderful.
Of course.
Buy everything and then mark up the price.
Okay. Actor and master of cooked meat, Nick Offerman, has been cast in the Hulu limited series about the theft and release of Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee's sex tape. Oh my God. Yes,
That's amazing.
I want to see this already. The 8-episode series is currently titled Pam and Tommy, and Offerman will star as Uncle Milty. Described as big and burly, this legendary prolific porn impresario brings his larger-than-life stature into the workplace to keep things lively and real. The money guy, Uncle Milty helps disgruntled electrician Rand, played by Seth Rogen, distribute the sex tape. A borderline sociopath, he treads along a line between humorous and horrific. Oh, I'll see that just for Nick Offerman playing that character.
Right?
It was great.
You had me at Nick Offerman.
Pretty much, yeah. I'll
Yep.
watch pretty much anything with Nick Offerman.
Like Offerman comedy. So let's go.
Yeah.
You know?
Dark comedy, apparently.
Yeah, I know.
Dark comedy, yeah. Yeah. Well, he was
My
in
favorite.
The Founder. He was one of the two brothers that founded
yeah.
McDonald's. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
The one who hated the milkshakes that were made from the mix. They didn't have real milk in them. But the Powerpuff Girls live-action pilot at the CW has found its mojo jojo. Actor Nicolai Podani has joined the pilot in the role of Joseph Jojo Mondell Jr. As a kid, the nerdy, power-hungry, insecure Jojo was obsessed with the Powerpuff Girls despite his father's grudge against them. As an adult, Jojo finds his sweetness and rage in constant battle. Excellent.
Jojo. Sorry.
And that's actually the correct story. Holy shit.
Speaking of Powerpuff Girls cast, well, this is being done essentially as a continuation. It's like them 20 years later as adults. So yeah, I expect it'll acknowledge lots of little things from the show. Speaking of Powerpuff Girls casting, Robin Lively is set to play Sarah Bellum, and Tom Kenny will reprise his role as the narrator in the CW's live-action reboot pilot.
Yes!
Nice.
That's pretty
City
awesome.
of Townsville.
Nice.
What about that?
Lively's Sarah Bellum is a warm and witty career woman who has a complicated romantic history with Drake. Always a friend to the Powerpuff Girls, she has remained close to them since childhood. Oh, this is actually shaping up to sound like a pretty fun show. Definitely have to check that out. HBO Max has given a 10-episode order to the half-hour comedy pilot Minx. The new series, headlined by Ophelia Lovibond and Jake Johnson. Set in 1970s Los Angeles, Minx centers around an earnest young feminist, played by Lovibond, who joins forces with a low-rent publisher, played by Johnson, to create the first erotic magazine for women. Ooh, Navy SEALs. Yeah. Amazon has bought the rights to the science fiction film The Tomorrow War for an astounding $200 million. The film's synopsis reads, yes, that's $1 million. Yeah. The fate of a futuristic war rests upon one man's abilities to confront the ghosts of his past. Humanity is losing to an alien invasion, so to fight back, scientists develop a way to draft soldiers from the past to fight the war. The film, with Chris Pratt in the leading role, will premiere on Prime Video on July 2nd. Cool.
That sounds like could be a lot of fun.
It does, yeah.
It's a cool premise.
Yeah. The long-running History Channel series Ancient Aliens is getting the feature film treatment. Legendary, which controls the movie rights to the series, has closed a deal for Counterbalance Entertainment, the creators and showrunners of Cobra Kai, to direct and produce the feature project. Details of the project are being kept under wraps, but according to Legendary, the story will be a two-handed, globe-spanning adventure featuring ancient sites and artifacts, confronting the theories and questions raised by the popular docuseries. Cool.
Yeah, it should definitely a docuseries. Okay, sure.
Hey.
It's not a documentary. I'm sorry.
You don't know.
Oh,
You're making
my
assumptions based on your personal beliefs. Open
Please
mind.
get me out of here.
Major Japanese film producer and distributor Toei has announced 3 new entries for its Kamen Rider 50th anniversary project. First, the biggest is Shin Kamen Rider, a sci-fi actioner being scripted and directed by Ano Hideki. The creator of the Evangelion sci-fi fantasy franchise and the co-director of the 2016 box office smash Shin Godzilla. Casting, story, and other information on the film was not forthcoming, though in a statement, Ano said that he wants to make an entertainment that even those who don't know the original show can enjoy. Also announced was Kamen Rider Black Sun, a reboot of the iconic tokusatsu TV series from the 1980s. And finally, Toei will...
Black, I guess. Okay.
Toei will also make its first Kamen Rider anime series, Futo Pai, for a spring 2022 debut. The international rollout is set to start in the summer of the same year, with Funimation distributing.
Now that I know that was the Shin Godzilla, yeah, it's Ano Hideki.
Ano Hideki, thank you. Thank you very
I
much.
couldn't say his name either, so I tried.
Yeah, no, I had to look at it a couple
I got
times.
confused because there's an E and an A in there, so I wasn't sure.
I had heard the name before, and as
yeah.
soon as you said it was a Shin Godzilla director, I go, yeah, it's Hideki then.
Okay. The fourth and final season of Attack on Titan isn't quite over yet. The last season of the anime is getting a part 2, and it's set to arrive this winter. The season's first part included 16 episodes, but the studio hasn't announced how many episodes will be in part 2. We also don't know if winter means January, February, or November, December. I'm assuming November, December. So we got a while to wait before we find out how it all ends. But if you just can't wait, the final volume of the manga just came out recently. So, check that out.
Probably going to be close to that, yeah.
Yeah. It'll be almost identical. They've basically done like almost a word-for-word translation of the manga. So, Paramount Pictures announced this week a brand new Star Trek film will hit theaters in June of 2023. Yay! Finally, a new Star Trek movie. It's been so long. Right now, it's unclear if this will continue J.J. Abrams' rebooted canon or go in a different direction. In any case, Abrams' production company, Bad Robot, is still attached to the cinematic franchise. As previously reported, Noah Hawley, showrunner for FX's Legion series, which was amazing, by the way, and filmmaker Quentin Tarantino have both made film pitches in recent years.
Oh, yeah. Tarantino did do a script for a Star Trek movie. I forgot about that.
He did, yeah, and it just kind of quietly disappeared. But I don't know. 3-time Oscar-nominated screenwriter John Logan will make his feature directorial debut with Blumhouse's new horror movie, Whistler Camp. The film is described as a queer empowerment story set at a gay conversion camp. The film is currently casting. As a screenwriter, Logan was nominated for such films as 2000's Gladiator, 2004's Aviator, and 2011's Hugo.
Interesting.
Yes.
Difficult watch, but...
Yes, but...
It's an empowerment film, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there needs to be more
Blumhouse
queer
does good
empowerment
stuff.
films,
What?
let me tell you.
Well, I haven't even done the thing yet, so yeah, fine. If I can have some
Let me
chocolate.
interrupt you to ask for something.
If I can have some chocolate. And it better be a decent pile. Because, you know. You just grabbed a handful. No cream eggs left? Thank you. Gotta get a cream egg in there. Chocolate. We had a good Easter
Cadbury?
this year. There will be an Easter egg hunt video coming, by the way. I just haven't edited it yet.
I'm like, ew, cream eggs.
Are those Cadbury cream eggs?
Yeah, well, it's
North American Cadbury.
Yeah, the good Cadbury.
Good
North American Cadbury is the same as the UK Cadbury, so it's the good shit.
No, I'm just saying that's just stuff made here.
Nom. Cool.
Nope, the cream will do that to you.
Yep.
So good.
Whoa.
A new Kickstarter for Mystery Science Theater 3000 was launched this week. Series creator Joel Hodgson announced that the show has launched a new Kickstarter campaign to create a new independent season of the series. The Netflix one was really good. I was sad to see that go.
They're building their own like online theater and everything.
Oh,
so
nice.
Go,
Well,
so now you can buy tickets and go watch live things.
Let's see if that's already in here. The current goal is to raise at least $2 million to create new episodes of the beloved cult show, and what Hodgson has dubbed the Gizmoplex, an online platform in which the show and related content will be released in the future. At the time of this publishing, nearly $2.5 million has been raised, with over 13,000 backers, with 27 days left in the campaign.
Close to 3 now.
Wow.
So they want to be able to, when they do their live shows, people who aren't in that state can pay money to watch the live show.
Okay. That's
the audience. And as well as older, you can just rent episodes. They're going to do a watch party feature, apparently.
Nice.
You know what I discovered actually about Mystery Science Theater 3000? I was doing some research for some articles I'm going to be writing.
Yes.
And I discovered there are actually a lot of like full movies, full episodes of Mystery Science Theater 3000 on YouTube, on their official YouTube channel that they just give away for free.
There are, yeah.
There are a lot that are not free, but they have like a full playlist of movies on there you can watch for free.
Yeah.
So, cool.
Get your MST3K on at no cost to you.
The Rift Tracks channel also has
How did that go?
some stuff on there.
On a completely related note, Most Extreme Elimination Challenges also has a YouTube channel with almost their entire show available on YouTube.
Nice. That was a great show. That was so much fun.
It's also on Amazon Prime if you have Prime as well.
August says, I have procured a shipment of black market Cadbury eggs.
Excellent. In rumor mill news, Christopher Daniel Barnes, who voiced Spider-Man in the 90s animated series, is rumored to be joining the cast of the sequel to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. The actor has since come out on social media and denied the reports. Okay.
All right.
So might be true and he's just denying it, or might not be true and he is denying
this
it.
Might be one of those cases where, in the fans' eyes, it makes sense because of the multiverse theory.
Yes.
But
well, there's a lot of that. I mean, they're not, we're getting like two kind of Spider-Verse things now, and we're getting the new live-action one, which I guess
the blind want the fans in a lot of cases don't usually line up with the ability for studios to get the actors to do those characters.
Well, it's not just rights issues or whatever, but
yeah. Like, well, why didn't they have this, and this? This is like the rights couldn't get the actor. The actor didn't want to do it.
So many fans seem to have this attitude. It's like, I wish Shout Factory would put out all of this Disney stuff because Disney won't put it out. It's like they can't just put out whatever they want. That's not how it works. It's not like, it's all Shout Factory's fault that this isn't out because they haven't put it out. No. It's nothing to do with that. It's about rights. Are the rights available? Are the rights affordable if they're available?
And all that guest game that they did is all based on because they released some Disney things years ago now.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Oh, I know. It's like
it's like
it's because
one time.
was
pre Disney Plus, pre MCU, pre all this stuff.
Well, no, hold on.
You know,
It's what it is like, well, they released Gravity Falls. It's like, yeah, that one thing that obviously had some kind of exception to the rights. Alex Hirsch or whatever retained some of the rights, I guess, or something like that. So they were able to do it. But that's one thing. It is the exception, not the rule. When an exception happens, that's not the new rule. That's the one-time thing that is the exception. Enjoy it. Move on. Stop hyperfixating.
Like, I mean, like, there's fans like that in wrestling that just, like, they hyperfixate on stuff like that. And it's like, no, I'm going to just... That's why I don't, like, hashtag anything I talk about on Twitter. I don't... You have to follow me to see my shit. I don't want people like, oh, let me hashtag WrestleMania and see what that person said about... I don't care about your input.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Well, if it's somebody like that that's particularly noisy, you just block them. But anyway, so yeah, just because you want something released doesn't mean it's through negligence of the studios that it hasn't been released. It's far more complicated than you or I will ever understand. If it hasn't been released yet, there is a good reason for it.
A big thing is usable elements. Sometimes movies just don't have usable elements anymore.
There's that too, yeah.
Especially a lot of movies from the 80s or older. A lot of them just don't have usable elements.
I would like to point
storage,
out a perfect example
fires.
as to why when I do gaming news, I almost never talk about rumor mill stuff.
Oh yeah, same here. I hate rumor mill stuff. Like, but I mean, this is an exception because the rumor's already been denied. But you know, we don't rumor monger here because I'd much rather we just report on things that are actually confirmed to be true. People ask me all the time, did you hear the rumor about blah, 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 blah? Or they'll send me links to some fucking, CBR.com or comingsoon.net thing. And like,
coming soon.
And it's like, this is not a reliable source. But they quoted somebody, They quoted somebody who said they heard something from somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. And it's like, that's not a reliable source. It's a rumor.
I can start up a website right now and put quotations on anything that I write.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like,
I heard it.
Nothing that can stop me from doing that.
I heard it on the internet. See, what happens with a lot of these rumor sites is they'll post a rumor and then legitimate news sites will pick up on it and report on it, and it's easy to trace it back because all those sites quote what the source is. According to comingsoon.net, blah, 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 blah. So you click on the link. It'll give you a link right back to the source article. You keep tracing it back through source to source to source until you get to the beginning. Where did that rumor start? That's what you want to look at. If that rumor is like somebody on Yahoo Answers said that this was happening, that's not a reliable source. Or this YouTuber, this one and only YouTube video is the source. That's not a reliable source.
A tweet that's not from the fucking studio can just you get to be careful with us because actors will just go into business on themselves and try to get the rumor going, and maybe because that does work to some degree. Yeah.
And Jamie, that is my favorite statement ever. Stop believing everything you read on the internet. Quote Abraham Lincoln.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Okay, so in streaming news, the following were released on their streaming services and channels this week. Bird Girl, the spin-off series of Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, premiered on Adult Swim. The pilot is now available to watch on the official Adult Swim YouTube channel. Thunder Force, the superhero comedy series starring Octavia Spencer, Melissa McCarthy, hit Netflix. I really want to see that. That looks like a lot of fun. Them, the paranormal horror series centered around an African-American family, hit Hulu. It's nothing to do with giant ants, just so you know. Concrete Cowboys, the the father and son story starring Idris Elba and Caleb McLaughlin, hit Netflix. There you go. Very cool.
That is on my list of things to watch.
I've heard
Idris Elba is amazing.
Stephen King is really hyping up Them, saying he really liked it. So there you go. He mentioned that on his
Okay,
Twitter.
I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Twist my fucking arm, I guess.
Yeah.
I have Hulu and can watch that.
In memoriam, we lost a number of people this week. We lost Joy Hummel, comic book writer who between 1944 and 1947 became the first woman to write for the legendary DC heroine Wonder Woman. For more than 7 decades, her contributions to the character remained unknown as she had used a studio house pseudonym, Charles Moulton. When William Moulton Marston, the original Wonder Woman writer, became terminally ill, Hummel took over. Her first stories appeared in the spring of 1945 in issue 12 of Wonder Woman. Within 3 years of her writing in this writing role, the character became a huge success. She was only 19 when she began writing those stories. In 2018 at San Diego Comic-Con, her work was finally recognized, and she was honored with the Bill Finger Award for Excellence in Comic Book Writing from the Eisner Awards. Joy made it to the ripe old age of 97.
Much needed recognition.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of that in recent years, like Bill Finger getting proper recognition, which I guess is why that's the name of the award. Because he was kind of one of the big notorious ones as the co-creator of Batman and getting next to no credit for the longest time. He does now in all the reprint editions and stuff, which is great. But back in the day, they didn't.
It took them like 40 fucking years to finally get it, though. 35. It was a long time.
I know.
It wasn't until like the 90s, early 2000s, maybe? I mean,
It's probably, longer than 30, 40 years. I mean, that was long time.
Yeah, true.
But we also lost Gloria Henry, actress with a near 60-year career between 1947 and 2005. Best known for her role as Alice Mitchell, Dennis's mother, from 1959 to 1963 on the CBS family sitcom Dennis the Menace. She would come out of retirement in 2012, guest starring on an episode of the NBC series Parks and Recreation. Gloria made it to the ripe old age of 98. We also lost Paul Ritter, English stage and screen actor with a 29-year career between 1992 and 2021. He had roles in films including 2007's Son of Rambo, 2008's Quantum of Solace, and 2009's Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and 2011's The Eagle, as well as television programs including Friday Night Dinner, Vera, The Hollow Crown, The Last Kingdom, and Chernobyl.
The Last Kingdom. It's on my list.
We also lost Walter Olkowicz, character actor with a 4.5-decade-long career between 1976 and 2021. He played Marco in the short-lived TV series Wizards and Warriors. I used to watch that. And
the fucking Wizards and Warriors show? What?
Yeah, look it up.
I had no idea.
Look it up right now while I'm doing the news. And Coach Wordman in the feature film Making the Grade. Olkowicz guest starred in many TV shows, including Barney Miller, Night Court, Seinfeld, ER, and Who's the Boss. He was a semi-regular performer on Dolly Parton's variety show Dolly. He played Jacques and Jean-Michel Renaud on the David Lynch-helmed series Twin Peaks. Yeah, if I recall correctly, Wizards and Warriors also stars Tim Dunnigan, who, of course, was...
Live action, did not expect this.
Was Captain Power, yeah.
It looks like you got a release from Warner at some point? Yeah. Wizards and Warriors, a live action show. What the fuck? That's wild.
Very short-lived. I remember watching it when I was a kid. And it's good stuff.
It's from Manufacture on Demand right now, but shit, I'm going to add to my card anyway.
That's Warner Archive. It's too niche. It'll never get a full release.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm just adding to my cart.
We're lucky to have that. Another one I really wish we'd get from around the same time is Best of the West, which was a great Western parody sitcom.
I feel like I remember seeing episodes of that back in the day.
Might have, yeah. I watched it when I was a kid. It was good. We also lost Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, member of the British royal family, as the husband of Elizabeth II for 73 years. A sports enthusiast, Philip helped develop the equestrian event of carriage driving. He was a patron, president, and member of over 780 organizations, and he served as a chairman of the Duke of Edinburgh's Award, a self-improvement program for young people aged 14 to 24. He was the longest-serving consort of a reigning British monarch and the longest-lived male member of the British royal family. Prince Philip made it to the ripe old age of 99.
You go, Prince Philip.
Rosie. We also lost Ann Beats, comedy writer with an over 30-year career between the 1970s and early 2000s. After graduating and proving herself with her dark wit, Beatty became the first female editor of National Lampoon magazine. Not Beatty, Beats. Sorry, I was writing that wrong. Beats is regarded as having been something of a pioneer in television and comedy circles as an early female comedy writer and one of the very few female writers working in the National Lampoon Saturday Night Live comedy scene of the 1970s. At SNL, she was nominated for an Emmy 5 times, winning once. In 2001, she won a Writers Guild Award. Beats created the 1982 CBS sitcom Square Pegs, and additionally appeared in an uncredited guest spots on early SNL. We also lost Mark Elliott, a voiceover artist with a nearly 6.5-decade-long career between 1987 and 2021. Best known as the primary voice for Disney productions from 1983 to 2008, providing voiceovers for trailers, feature presentation bumpers, and commercials. Yeah, we've all heard his voice.
I recognized that dude's voice instantly when I went to YouTube to check it out.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, that guy.
Yeah,
oh no.
yeah. He was also the voice of CBS and Fox throughout the 1980s and 90s, and various theatrical trailers for non-Disney animated movies, such as the original Star Wars in 1977. Mark made it to the ripe old age of 81.
I wonder if he did the bumper of the after these messages, we'll be right back. I wonder if that was him.
I don't know.
After these messages.
Well, he wouldn't have done
Yes,
that
that
because that was musical. It was different.
Oh,
Yeah.
kind of.
What? No, it was. It was a song. After these messages, we'll be
jingle.
right back. Yeah. It's a jingle. Well, that's not. I didn't mean a music. You know what I mean.
Right. I mean, anyway, it's fine.
But no, that wouldn't have been him. And finally, last but most certainly not least, we lost Earl DMX Simmons. Iconic rapper, songwriter, and actor with a 3-decade-long career between 1991 and 2021. He began rapping in the early 90s and released his debut album, It's Dark and Hell is Hot, in 1998, to both critical acclaim and commercial success, selling 251,000 copies within its first week of release. He released his best-selling album, And Then There Was X, in 1999, which included the hit single Party Up, Up in Here. His 2012 singles Where the Hood At and X Gonna Give It To You were also commercially successful. As an actor, Simmons was featured in films such as 1998's Belly, 2000's Romeo Must Die alongside Jet Li, 2003's Cradle to the Grave, again alongside Jet Li, and many others. DMX was only 50, sadly passing due to complications from a heart attack.
I love all his albums, actually. I think 3-4 of them. Maybe 5. I may miss one. But, he made really good music. It's a real shame. He was so young, too.
And that is it for In Memoriam. So, for video game news, what's on the screen this week, Eric? Please tell me it's more angry sidewalks.
Angry sidewalks.
I don't know. I just read what he writes.
No, it's one of my favorite games.
Total Carnage. Oh,
that's a sequel to Super
TV.
Smash TV.
Such a fun game. Well, a spiritual sequel. I mean, it's definitely
it's the same game.
Same gameplay.
Same gameplay, same type of. Actually, it has a reoccurring boss.
I actually prefer Smash TV because of the Running Man vibe, but I
like both. But
I like both too, but I lean towards Smash TV.
I want an HD master of those two, or a new game that uses the same kind of concepts, because it needs to happen already.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yes, Total Carnage.
There are no longer conflicting reports about that, CK. It was actually confirmed by his family earlier. It's been confirmed.
It's unfortunate.
Wow.
Yeah. That was yesterday. It was rumor territory, but it's definitely been confirmed.
Anyway,
we talked about
What
that
a
on my
shame.
stream.
Yes. He had a complicated few years there. I believe he was dealing with drugs and stuff like that too. So it's like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like, I mean, Yeah, not everyone's a fucking angel, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's a horrible thing to do, mind you. But
August says, I don't think I've enjoyed anything as much as I enjoyed hearing Sean say, "Where the hood at?" Yes,
I'm gonna give it to you, and I'm just like, oh god.
I said
I'm
all those
going to
titles
give it to you.
so incredibly whitely.
I was just
Oh my
gonna say,
god, yeah.
it's so white, it's blinding.
So white.
Ride or die.
Blinded by the white.
X gun give it to ya.
X is going to give it
Oh
to you.
no.
I was like-
Let's not do this.
Anyway.
I heard too
boy.
much for this.
Anyway, gaming
got some
news.
video game news for you this week.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We got a trailer for a new Hot Wheels game coming out.
Ooh. Did
Yes, we did. We also got it's early alpha gameplay footage is mostly what the trailer is. It's called Hot Wheels Unleashed. It's going to be released 9/30/2021.
Very nice.
And it pretty much, what it looks like, the way the gameplay is I don't know if you guys remember back in, I want to say in like late
Velocity?
1999. No.
Damn.
Late 1999, early 2000, there was LGR did those videos on the Hot Wheels PC, and it has those like Hot Wheels games where plays like Mega Race actually, where it's a
Okay.
pre-rendered video and
okay.
you move it like that.
Right.
They tried to mimic that, but it's like you fully control the vehicle and it's a full 3D
Okay.
racing. But it's
Oh,
still
wow.
your tiny.
That's
like,
cool.
you are
Toy car.
Hot Wheels cars on the plastic tracks,
Nice.
I'm watching Twin Mill Drive right
going
now.
through
That sounds fun.
big giant rooms, and
They've
outside.
got it looks like they have turbo pickups and turbo pads.
Yeah, it's
There's
very much.
drifting.
Like I said, it very much reminds me of a mix between like a modern
It's like Mario
racing
Kart.
game and Mario Kart and Mega Race.
I feel like it's closer to Mario Kart and Mega Race than it is like a modern. Because it's like I'm looking at it right now. It looks the control, the way it moves, feels like a kart racer. Which
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
fine, great for this.
Yeah, it looks awesome though.
It does not need to be a serious racing game.
No, and I wouldn't expect it to be being Hot Wheels.
And I love the fact that the cars they showed off in the trailer are all like the really fantastical ones, like the one that's
Nice.
like a flaming skull.
The
other
double
one's-
engine one, which
The
they
double
made in
engine,
real
yeah.
life. Some of them made in
Exactly.
real life too, which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it looks really cool, and I'm excited for it. I've always been a fan of games like Revolt, and
Oh my god, that shortcut's sick. Sorry.
oh, I know, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
She's watching
jumped
the same
over a
trailer.
big gap.
Alright.
It's so cool.
there was like a gap over like a desk,
Okay.
Yeah.
and the dude just ramps, and you're like, oh my god, did he just like ramp off to show like how it was when you die? But no, ramps
Nope.
over and lands on the other side of the track.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god.
Nice.
I want this. That's it. As
Sounds
long
like
as it doesn't suck.
So yes, the next game here is another game. They didn't say when it was coming out, but it was a 13-minute gameplay reveal trailer, and it's called The Day Before. And as the only thing I put down it is totally not Last of Us meets Days Gone, lol. And because it starts off with like some guy talking on a radio, and then you hear like gunfire, and then zombies, and blah blah blah. Then it cuts to like a truck going through the mud, and it's like it shows like the mud physics, how it has to slow down and bog through the mud, and the mud moves realistically. Then it turns into The Last of Us, where it's a third-person shooter, kind of stealth shooter, where you're looting buildings and fighting off zombies, and Days Gone because there's a lot of zombies and there's just a lot of like assault rifles and big guns and that kind of stuff, and that's really all they showed.
Okay.
So if you're into that kind of stuff, there you go.
It will be
it's
your
called-
jam.
It will definitely be your jam. It's The Day Before, coming soon.
Someday.
Mhm.
Yes.
Eventually.
Eventually.
When it's ready.
As Spaceballs would say it, not then, not now, soon.
That's right.
When is soon?
When will then be now? Soon.
That's right.
Bit of sad news. Deathloop, the game I've mentioned multiple times
Oh, yes.
here,
Mhm.
has been delayed to September 14th, 2021.
Oh.
It was set for release like next month, and it got pushed out to September. So, they've been working out the kinks, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's how it goes, right? Like,
So yeah, so there's that. Just released, actually, the Streets of Rage 4 DLC. Mr. X's Nightmare is adding more levels and some reoccurring iconic characters, skins, maps, all that fun stuff.
Nice.
Obviously, the returning character of Mr. X, which I believe was from the second one.
I wouldn't know. I've only really played the first one.
I think it's both 2 and 3 was Mr. X.
Is that a Ninja Turtle on you?
I am a Ninja Turtle.
You are a Ninja Turtle. Oh, there you go.
I am a Ninja Turtle.
I'm like,
okay.
That's
my Xbox
Deadpool
screen.
on a
I got
unicorn.
cold. I'm sorry.
I'm a
well.
grumpy stormtrooper.
Hey, I have Master Splinter on my shirt.
Whoa!
Hey, there's a reason why.
I'm a
Scouts,
grumpy
guy.
stormtrooper.
I do like the unicorn riding Deadpool a
Nothing
lot.
beats
Yes,
unicorn Deadpool.
absolutely. There was a poster that had something like that on it as well. He was fighting a dinosaur.
In terrible
or
news,
something.
Days Gone 2 has been rejected as they're remaking The Last of Us 1. Okay. Moving on.
What was this? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had heard about that. couldn't really find much information on it.
Yeah, I saw the blurb about that as well. I mean, everybody's saying, why are they remaking it? Blah, blah. It's probably just another graphical upgrade and gameplay tweak. It's not. They're not going to remake it. So
No,
some
I mean, if
people are
anything-
saying, like, is this proof that they are acknowledging how much people hated the second one, and so they're just redoing the whole thing? No,
Fuck
No.
off. No.
you stupid entitled fucks. No.
No, if anything,
Oh,
the way I see it,
it's so entitled.
I
the
know.
way I see it, they're doing the Shadow of the Colossus treatment.
Yeah,
They
they're
are.
just making it pretty.
They took the first game. They made a second game with a much better engine,
Yeah,
and then they're taking the first game and sticking the first game on the new engine.
yeah,
It's exactly what they did with Shadow of the Colossus.
exactly.
They made The Last Guardian, and they took The Last Guardian's game engine and put Shadow of the Colossus on it.
Exactly. Hey, another $5 from Major Motoko. Dare I even look? What does that put us at here?
Some random number.
We were at 2165 for the next half hour, so that brings us to 1665 for the next half hour. Thanks so much, dude. You've been dropping
Damn,
dono
almost
bombs
3,
all day.
How long is tomorrow's stream?
So
No.
far, it is 3 hours.
That's a pretty good stream.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will try to join you tomorrow for that.
Okay.
Depending on when you're starting to
We
stream.
did
Yeah, it
3
depends
hours.
on-
We did 3 hours today. It'll be sometime in the afternoon. I'll likely be staying up late working on more highlights tonight. Chatting with the lady. I keep her company while she works. So,
Yeah, I know that feeling.
So,
But yeah, I lost my thought. Fuck.
sorry.
No. Yeah, brain ADHD.
You're good. Next thing on the list here. Pac-Man 99 has officially released on Switch.
Oh
ooh,
yes.
Nice.
Oh god.
So yeah, that's a thing.
It's really, really difficult.
Oh, yeah?
I was gonna.
I've seen the demonstration video of explaining how it works, and yeah, you can be very evil in this.
Oh, really? Oh, this
Yeah.
is like
Because-
Tetris 99, but it's okay. Yeah, I get it. So competitive.
Yeah, it's-
Yeah.
But one of the
There's
things,
more to
one
it
of the
here.
big things you can do here is it has a lot of the features from like the Pac-Man Championship Edition,
Okay.
Yes.
where
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
The train
stack.
thing.
So much.
Yeah,
That's
you
so
can
fun.
train and stack edible ghosts.
Ghosts. Yeah.
Because every time you eat a ghost, that ghost goes to another player and infects their board.
Ah.
So
oh
if
my
you
god.
could chain it together with the fruit, you can
Yeah.
get a chain of like 15 ghosts and just dump
Yeah,
15
yeah.
ghosts on one person.
Oh my
It was
god.
it just be a complete dick.
Yep.
So,
So of course everyone will do that all the time to each other.
oh, but
Yeah.
that'll probably be the lowest, right? You know,
It's
is
probably an optimal number of ghosts, like
Is
7
there-
or something.
Yeah.
it would probably be the try to survive as long as you can to get to as few players as possible,
Yeah.
then start chaining it.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
most
yeah.
annoying thing about this game. Let me explain this.
Okay.
There are the shadow ghosts that he's talking about.
The
right?
shadow, that's what they're
Yeah.
called.
There are white ones that you can pass through, but they slow you down, and then there are red ones.
Mhm.
The red ones, if you touch them, you die. The end. There's no if
if
you hit a power pellet, then you're invincible to them or whatever. No,
Yeah.
no.
No, they kill you.
If
no
you
matter
touch
what.
them, you're dead.
So
Yeah.
There's no invulnerability, bro.
There's no way around this. They're just always
Yeah.
dangerous.
Yes,
Gotcha.
that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And I do
damn.
believe.
I was gonna say, I might be available tomorrow. Depends on how long I
Okay.
sleep in my nap.
Yes, and also depending on when I go to sleep and how long I sleep will determine when I start. So
Yeah, exactly.
I
If it's
generally
too late, I'll be watching movies with Stoud.
I generally try to have it not too much later than like 2 or 3, so we can get a good chunk of hours in before. Hey, and Major Matogo takes over as stream boss, dethroning and Ryan Shadoway with $8.74, exactly enough to take over as stream boss.
I think
you're-
that's the.
You're a glorious,
apologetic
glorious troll
donation.
tonight, Major Matogo. I love you, dude. So what does that put us at? That's 1665 minus 874 puts us at $7.91 to make it 3.5 hours tomorrow. Wow, I've never had to do so much math for one of these before.
Eventually, it'll just be really good. It's like, okay, it's this because you have to do it all the time.
I'll just no, I'll never be
But,
good at it. Anyway,
Yeah, so yeah, Pac-Man 99 on Switch looks like a crazy, evil, fun, good time. Full of frustration.
mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll just ignore
Yes.
anything that's after the decimal point. That's your fault, guys. No,
Yeah.
free money to me.
And last, but certainly not least, Star Wars Republic Commando is now officially available on the PlayStation 4 and the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, nice. I
Yeah.
might have to grab that. I
And
have
I've
it
seen
on
the trailer
PC,
for
but
it.
I'd like to
It's
get the
been
yeah.
obviously not, new models or anything, but
No.
texture up-res to 1080p or 4K or whatever it is,
Nice.
and properly reformatted to 16:9 widescreen.
Nice. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna grab that. I've got basically all the Star Wars games on PS4. That looks yummy. What is it?
Teriyaki bowl.
Ooh, with peas and carrots.
Everything hurt.
Very nice.
I mix, with beets and carrots. I mix a lot of, well, not a lot. I actually measure out the amount of teriyaki sauce I put into it,
Mm-hmm.
and then there are these chicken meatballs that they have.
Nice.
Meatballs, I know, weird,
But
but
they
okay.
look like meatballs.
they are teriyaki pineapple chicken meatballs from Idell's, I think is the name of the brand, from Costco. They are fucking delicious.
Sounds good. Yeah, very nice. I love teriyaki. That's the kind of stir fry
Oh,
I
yeah.
always make when I make stir fry.
When I was a kid, my dad used to make a homemade teriyaki, and oh my god,
Oh, that's something I should learn to do. Actually, that sounds like a good idea.
it's not that hard.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I'm sure it isn't. Well, it's like how I learned to make breakfast sausages. I just looked up some recipes and found what worked. So.
yeah, it's a very teriyaki is one of those things. It's very customizable. It's a mold.
Oh, sweet. Mass Effect Legendary Edition has gone gold and is coming out on March 14th, or is that April 15th? Because we're already past March. And there is a surprise for Z in Steam. Is there now? Well, let me just take a
Dun,
look.
dun,
Let's just load up
dun.
Steam here real quick and we'll take a peek.
Yeah. Except for the
Dun,
gaming news, by
dun,
the way.
dun.
Good there,
Oh,
so-
okay.
Well, that's
Okay,
all.
good.
Yeah,
So
so
pretty light week this week.
yeah,
That's fine. Oh,
Awesome.
God damn it.
I feel like they're tiny horses running on my back again.
I don't remember.
so there's probably a ton of news stuff that I missed, but my sources didn't report on them,
I
or it
think
was stuff
that's
that
it.
I cared very
And
little
you
about.
have a fucking day
Yes,
job. Like,
okay.
it's all right.
I remembered
fine,
my
we
password.
understand.
Hooray. Okay. Come on, Steam. Come on, Steam. You can do it, Steam. Come on,
I hate
Steam.
when they like. I'm like, wait, which
That you-
password is
Load
this
up,
again?
The
Steam.
fact that you put any effort into this at all is admirable, and we appreciate it. That's
Yeah.
what I have to say
Oh, well,
about
there you go.
Who, me?
Yeah.
What did I do?
The show's not the same without you, man. Trust me.
Well,
We literally just feel
me?
so weird when you're not here. It's like
I think they're talking.
well, it
about
would be weird if I wasn't here. It's my
we're
show.
talking about you. We're talking about garbage.
Oh, garbage.
garbage.
Yes. Oh, yes, yes. Of course. We love you, garbage. It's not the same when you're not here.
All about you, Sean.
It's all about me. Me. Anyway.
Me.
Speaking of what Major Matoga was saying, he just dropped the fucking Mass Effect Legendary Edition to me on Steam. Holy shit, dude. I have been waiting for this. I bought the trilogy on PS3 a while back, and then I started getting into PC gaming. I was like, well, this would look way better on PC. I'd rather play it on PC if I'm going to stream it. but it wasn't all out on PC yet. So, holy shit! So what's this got? This has I'm assuming this is the whole trilogy.
That should be everything.
The Mass Effect Legendary Edition includes single-player base content and over 40 DLC from the highly acclaimed Mass Effect, Mass Effect 2, and Mass Effect 3 games, including promo weapons, armors, and packs, remastered and optimized for 4K Ultra HD. Definitely accept gift. Holy shit.
Decline.
Darn.
Yes.
And it's actually a very
Get
smart
fucked.
move on their part to not include Andromeda.
Everybody hated Andromeda.
Yeah.
As far as
for
everyone's
that
concerned,
reason.
there's 3 games.
Yeah, it would have been just wasted. People would get mad
Oh.
at the fact that they had to install
So it comes
Andromeda.
out. Okay, so it comes out May 14th. So it's a pre-order. All right. So thank you very much, Major Motoko. Thank you so much, dude. We're
Not
definitely
that far
gonna.
away.
We are gonna play the whole damn trilogy.
I've never
some
seen
point.
it played, so
It's really good. It's grand, epic, sweeping space opera at its
I'm
finest.
very aware of it.
Yeah.
I just haven't.
I played the second one, and I absolutely loved it. It was so good, and it made me wish I had played the first one, but it wasn't out on a platform I had at the time. So,
Question.
but
Question.
yeah, it's great.
Are you going to go good run, evil run, or somewhere in the middle?
Probably good run. I usually do good run for like first run through, and then later
You
on,
paragon.
and then later on, I'll create my ultimate douchebag character and do like an evil run. I actually did start doing that once. I wish I had it recorded somewhere, but I did that for a little bit with Mass Effect 2, where I went and created the douchiest looking character I possibly could. He had like this short kind of crew cut, blonde, of course, and
Of course.
and I had his,
Blonde
because it's
people
got to
like
be like the cocky blonde guy from every
Feel
80s
bad.
teen comedy ever, right? So,
Feel
and then
bad
I had
for
his
Jerry
eyes
Seinfeld.
like wide open and kind of bugging out a bit, and I had his lips as pursed as I could make them. So he's like, and then every time I got into a conversation with somebody, I would pick the most dickish response that was available. So like all these characters are coming out to me. It's like, yeah, I really appreciate you helping me out, and it's like, I don't care. Shut up. Go away. I'd really like to talk to you, but I don't have time. Just like,
Of course, from Mass Effect is the famous scene where they have both Shepard and FemShep just decking that AI in the face.
oh yes.
I don't know what they're talking about. It just walks up and just, well, boom.
No, what it was is it was. I'm guessing it's a callback to something from the first game where this was a character that had kind of pestered your character a little bit. It was a news reporter, like investigative muckraking reporter. So you had a couple of options. So you could just say no comment or something, or you had an option to just deck her in the face. So pretty much everyone picked that option because it's just so funny to have like the reporter is like, what do you say about your actions on blah 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 blah. Pow. It's fantastic. So I kept waiting and waiting to see, because of course she's like, did you get that? It's like almost like the Die Hard moment. It's like, did you get that? With the reporter, and then the camera guy is just kind of snickering. And but so I kept watching the news every time there'd be a new news bulletin to see if they had that clip in there. I was so disappointed they never did. They never went to that level of detail, but I kept waiting to see that. Like,
I always loved it. It was presented not as, oh, look at hitting a woman, blah, 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 but it was more of just like what everyone wants to do to every reporter
it
ever.
was just, it wasn't even that she was male or female. It was just asshole reporter. That's all that
People being
matters.
sick and tired of reporters bending the truth, and this is your one chance to just deck one right in the face.
Yeah, see, Major Matoka says, I've always decked her in the face. Yeah, exactly. It's the perfect response. So, yeah, rest assured we will be decking the reporter when we do the thing. I'm probably going to do FemShep because, honestly, I find the actor who plays FemShep to be better than the guy who plays male Shep. So, yeah, we'll probably just go with FemShep in my run. But, I don't think I did a full run with FemShep, actually. I did a full run with male Shep. I did most of a run with FemShep. And then I did and I did a little bit of the douchebag run, which was fun.
Yeah.
He'd be running down kind of jogging down the hallway. So every time in time with his steps, I go douche, 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 douche. It's like, who can I be a douchebag to now? So yeah,
On the run.
we'll definitely have to do the douche run at some point. Yeah, Stewie one says I always do FemShep. FemShep is the only Shep. Yeah, I found that the male one, that the acting performance just wasn't as engaging. He was just kind of flat, but there seemed to be a little bit more character to the performance of the female version. So
There's some theory going on with the lore actually of Mass Effect as well, saying that the main story is technically more suited to a female shepherd.
Yeah,
Than it was a male shepherd.
Could
like
be.
Some of the story elements and some of the things that happen, they said would make more sense if shepherd was female.
Yeah.
Than over male, and it feels. Some people said it felt awkward, being a male.
Yeah.
And having these things happen and having them respond the way they do and stuff like that. And it's just like that either didn't make sense or it just felt weird.
I did have a pretty cool romantic engagement though. I know that was one of the complaints at the time, was with the potential romances you could have with the characters. It seemed like male Shep had way more options than female Shep. Basically, male Shep could hook up with pretty much any of the female crew members that were major characters, depending on your relationship advancement with them. Whereas Fem Shep could not. She could only hook up with human characters who were male. Couldn't have a lesbian relationship or anything like that. I mean, there was just no options for that, and a lot of people were annoyed by that. And it's like, what? So she can the white female space captain can only hook up with the good-looking black guy who's human. Like, what about all the aliens? What about the girls? There's a lot of girl characters. You can't have like a homosexual relationship. Like, there was all this hoopla about that. So I remember when Dragon Age came out a few years later, Dragon Age Origins, they introduced homosexual relationships that you could have. So I noticed, like, in a lot of the conversations I was having with the characters there were like 30 options for all of them. So, like, there was this kind of effeminate male elf character who was, fairly, a little bit androgynous maybe, but that, I was playing a male warrior character as I usually do in fantasy games. And there were just all these, like, super flirty options in the conversation. She was like, wait a minute. So I could hook up with the cute elf guy as well. Okay, that's kind of cool that they did that. I went for the gothy witch girl that I met in the forest, of course, because gothy witch girl. But, it was just nice to see that they had those options. So, and I'm sure that was in direct response to some of the backlash they got for the lack of relationship options in Mass Effect. Like, there was no reason why they couldn't have expanded on that. I mean, it's a big universe,
And I do remember that, Major Hitoko. Major Hitoko says Fox News hated Mass Effect 1 and called it Sex Effect. I remember that.
Oh, my God.
I remember that.
Oh my!
The thing is, there's
How
nothing.
does anyone take them seriously?
I
Oh
know,
my-
like, there's nothing gratuitous at all about that. I mean, yes, there are moments where you're obviously going off to have sex with the character, but it doesn't, like, switch to a porno scene or something. It's like it kind of fades down and fades up to the morning after.
Funny,
and
what's funny is there was news about that, and it's so tame and so well done in a weird way. And yet I don't remember ever hearing or seeing news written at all about the just bang everything scenes from God of War.
right?
Where
Kratos
jiggle the
gets
stick
it
and press a
on,
button really fast and fuck
yeah.
them faster.
And
it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, I guess Stewie says I always wanted to romance Miranda as Fem Shep. I'm sure a lot of people did. I know she was a big fan favorite as far as the female characters goes. I tried to romance Jack as Fem Shep. She's the tattooed bald girl with the troubled past. There was just something I really liked about her. It seemed like, she deserved love. because she'd been denied it for so long and such. And but she very directly refused my advances as FemShep. It's like, look, I don't bend that way, blah, 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 blah. And it just, like, kind of shot me down in flames. But then talking to the good-looking black guy, it's like I'm trying to have just a normal conversation with him about, you know, the mission we're going on or something, and she'd be all, like, kind of wiggling her hips and, like, so, da, 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 da. It's like, okay, can you stop being, like, flirty McFlirtenstein here? I'm just trying to have a conversation. And you're like, and it's like the character is trying to get into his pants, and I'm like, I don't want these two to hook up. I want to try to hook her up with other people.
I just want to see
know?
you playing that scene in your face. You're like, I'm not even touching the controller.
Yeah, I know. I mean, she's like just flirting up a storm here, and I'm just like, hi, how's your coffee? Like,
Yeah, I can't wait until you're playing the game and you're just like, stop hitting on her!
I know.
Stop it. You just wish you had the video game stick where you could just like reach into the game and just poke the character.
Yeah.
And stop it. Stop it.
I think FemShep and Miranda would have been a great romance too. I mean, why not? I mean, I think FemShep and any number of the female characters would have been a great romance. You know, there's that one the blue-haired alien girl. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've played. You know who I'm talking about though. It was like this one race of aliens, and she was good friends with one of them. That would have been a great relationship to see. You know, Liara. Yeah, thank you, Major Motoko. That would have been a great one to see, or you know, again with Jack, or the one with the one who's like the cute foreign exchange student, but she always has to wear the mask because of her race is very sensitive to viruses and stuff. That's who I hooked up with as male Shep, and it was so sweet. Like, it was just such a sweet, pure relationship they had. It was beautiful. Tali, yes, love Tali. She was just so adorable, but. Yeah, I would. I mean, why can't FemShep hook? I mean, I think they should all be able to hook up with everybody. You know, like just open it wide open, and wherever it goes, it goes. It just, yeah. Oh, okay, so Liara is a romance option as FemShep throughout the trilogy. Okay, well maybe that's an option we'll go with, just to keep it interesting. But I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, really looking forward to diving into that. I've never played the first one or the third one, and definitely looking forward to revisiting the second one, because I remember the second one just being phenomenal. The thing that really got me about it was just how much depth there is to that world. Like, it's a fully realized science fiction world, and I really liked how much they put into that, into like the back history of all the different alien races and their cultures and everything, and it's fantastic, you know. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. Major Motoko says Liara and FemShep is the canon romance couple according to the lore. Well, there you go. So they clearly resolved that issue that people were having, to at least. To
I was going to say, I thought they updated it to where that was now either available or they just made it less obvious.
Oh, is that what Major Motoko says? You could have romanced Jack as FemShep if it wasn't for Fox News and their backlash of Mass Effect 1. That's such bullshit, yeah. August says, should have gone for the elf guy. Very tidy, and they make good bread.
There you go. Missed opportunity right
Good
there.
point. Well, yeah. ME2 is GOAT. Absolutely. I loved it. It was such a wonderful introduction to the series. And there was enough. They had kind of a recap of the major events from Mass Effect 1 because it wasn't available on PS3 yet. So they did that for all us PS3 owners, which is very nice. But yeah, I could definitely see why all my Xbox friends were so gushing about the original Mass Effect when I played the second one. Xbox. Yeah. Cool. Well, I definitely.
Did I talk last week about the whole
forward
MLB
to
The
it.
Show thing, or did I just?
Which one?
Did-
MLB The Show?
Yeah.
Well, you streamed some a couple weeks ago.
No, I'm
Yeah,
talking about how it's actually coming to Xbox.
it's so good.
What?
In Spider-Man, the story's so good.
Good.
So The long story short, with,
Well, I don't want to spoil it for myself. I haven't played it all yet. I've only played it for
try
like
to
an hour.
tell the whole story as quickly as possible here.
Okay.
So
Everyone dies. I was like,
first, 2K bought up the rights to the NFL franchise, to NFL player names and team names and all that stuff
Okay.
in the mid 2000s. In retaliation, no, it wasn't 2K. It was EA. EA bought up the rights to NFL, and then in retaliation, 2K, who had a popular NFL video game franchise at the time and was pissed off, bought up the rights to the MLB names and
Thanks, Duncan.
teams and stuff like that. So nobody but them could make a game except for a loophole. There was only one way to make a game for any console or for computer or whatever, although nobody really did that. And that was if you were a first-party developer developing for a specific console.
Okay.
And so as a result, Sony Computer Entertainment America, decided to keep making their MLB franchise that they had been doing for like 5 years at that point, something like that. So they changed it to MLB The Show. They called it MLB The Show, but it was only available on the Sony consoles and everything.
Right.
And then the only two baseball games that were out that you could purchase in any way, shape, or form after that were the MLB 2K games, because 2K bought up the rights, or the MLB The Show game.
Right.
And over the years, everyone realized the 2K game really sucks, and they never bothered to fix it because they figure, well, we own the rights to this. It's not like we have much competition here. We can just put out a shitty fucking game, and people just have to fucking deal with it.
Yeah.
To play any fucking baseball game on this console or that console. There's only one way to play a baseball game, unless you have a Sony console, right? Well, long story short, getting that shit out of the way, almost 20 years later, 20 years later,
Yeah.
they stopped making 2K games. The 2K baseball games, 2K just stopped making them. They stopped even trying to compete with Sony Computer Entertainment America, a first-party company. And then, after a few years now, MLB is saying, the Major League Baseball, MLB themselves said, fuck this. We want our game on every console. So they are literally forcing Sony now. They are literally forcing Sony to put MLB The Show on Xbox as well as Sony, as the PS4 and PS. So,
wow,
it's like one of the first examples I can think of where they're just like, no. I know that this is your first party game and everything, but we want this to be the premier baseball game on all platforms. And so it's going to be on the Xbox Game Pass now. So you can play MLB The Show on the Xbox Game Pass now. Which means, by the way, if you have, it's like $60 a month. Or not, $60 a year, sorry. So for $60, you can play that and a bunch of other games. But yeah, just an interesting situation with the legal side of things. Dick.
I was desperately trying to find a picture of a cat.
That was a fascinating story, Stoudman. Thank you for sharing it with us all in such concise and brief form.
Found an old friend from preschool last night.
Oh, Barney. Where are they now? Getting drunk in a seedy bar, playing pool for shot money, apparently.
I saw that one, and it was, I think I bought the wrong Godzilla vs. Kong movie, and it was like a Photoshop picture of Curious George and Barney.
I saw that, yeah. The battle you've been waiting for. August asks, did Garbage Gamer have a Zune? Anyone remember Zune?
I know I did not have a Zoom.
That was the Microsoft one, wasn't it?
I had a Zune.
Oh,
I couldn't even
Skinslip
afford
had a
that.
Zune.
Sorry, I went to the bathroom.
That's okay. We talked about Mass
Been
Effect
sick.
a lot, and then Stoudman bored us to tears with stuff about his baseball game.
Oh.
Well, I
You got
checked
a,
Facebook and Sean read a book.
Newcomer to the stream. It's so cool. I love seeing new people at the stream.
Yes. Hello, new people in the stream.
Well, look at
I
that post.
could never afford either an iPod or a Zune. I had
No,
to
I
get
didn't have
the
either.
off-brand SanDisk.
Chair Skinslip.
You know?
Mhm.
I had an MP3 player with, I don't know
So
what
did I.
brand it was basically 128 megabytes. Yeah, how am I ever going to fill that up?
Whoa!
I know,
It's,
right?
You
So,
could put like 4 or
I
5
went-
songs on there. Holy
well,
shit.
what I used to do was I would put a couple of Doctor Who audio dramas on there and then bring them to work with me. And I'd listen to those at work. I was doing like night shift paperwork at the time, so it was great.
I
So
thought
I,
it was the
My
coolest
Zune was
kid
stolen, actually.
so I
when I
could
was at
fit
technical school.
so I could fit like 2 or 3 feature-length audio drama stories on there, and that'd be my night
Nice.
sorted. It was great.
Yeah,
Um,
my Zune was stolen, and I got the very first generation of iPod Shuffle that was like 128 megs, just a memory stick
Yeah,
with buttons on it.
pretty much.
And
yeah.
then I got a regular iPod Color at the first
now
generation.
this
iPod
might
Color.
come as a surprise to people,
I mean, it doesn't work.
but the first ever portable cell phone that I had for myself, I bought in 2015.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, I've had a cell phone in one form or another since high school. Well, senior year of high school, but
I had one given to me, a Nokia, which I'm pretty sure still works because
Ah, Nokia.
it's one of those phones.
I had one of those too.
And I've had a couple that had just been given to me as hand-me-downs, usually from Anetta, because she
Yeah.
was upgrading to something. I said, "Do you want my old one?" It's like, "Sure, I'll take it."
I had for a very short period of time, a Nokia flip phone,
Okay.
but it was given to me by my mom, and I was only allowed to call the house.
Oh, great.
So I don't really count that as I had a cell phone.
No.
I had an emergency phone that was given to me by my parents.
Yes.
Mhm.
So
You could only use
I
it for
only had, like,
911.
I had very few minutes, but I had a lot of texting. I had a lot of text. I bought like 1,000 texts, but only had like 30 minutes of phone service on my phone.
Oh my
So I'd
god.
only be called like, "We're out here to pick you up." Okay.
Of
You know,
course,
but most of it was just text
Duncan
to my
has
phone.
to out retro me. He says, Zaranyzerak, 128 megabytes. My God, you know nothing. Try having a 32 megabyte MP3 player that used 2 16 megabyte smart media cards like I did before I broke it and returned to minidisc, as it was and still is the killer format. There
Oh,
you
I'm
go.
sure.
Duncan, I
Good
can
old
beat
mini
you
Talking about
even
extra
further with
hipster
that.
cred, the mini disc player.
I had to worry about my CD player and my hidden bag of CDs I kept in my backpack.
Uh-huh.
And while listening to it on the bus, I had to make sure that I had the anti-skip protection,
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
so I could actually
Still
listen
didn't
to a
work
full song
sometimes.
without it
Oh
stopping.
no, of course not. I had the same deal, Eric. But I had a CD binder, and
Yeah.
I didn't get any because I'm a bit older. I didn't get any of the MP3 players till college, so that was
Yeah.
like the mid 2000s.
So
My first stereo system was actually a dual tape deck.
mine,
So-
well, I had, in terms of
Didn't have a
portable
CD
stuff, I
player.
mean, that was the first MP3 player I had, but if we're talking like just portable music players, I had a couple of CD players, and much like you, Skinslip, I just had like a little CD book of like about 30 that I would take with me. And then I got one that could play MP3s off the CDs as well, so that was a freaking,
I've always wanted one of those.
that was
back
a
then, like,
revelation. So I just bring in a CD full of MP3s, which
50 fucking songs.
so
like,
way more. And prior to that, I had a couple of cassette Walkmans. I had a really nice one. Was I think it was a Philips one, which also had a recording feature, and it had a little lapel mic, stereo lapel mic, that you could use to record just whatever in stereo. So I used it to record my classes and days at school and stuff. And then And then later, I had a that one died after a while. And then later, I had I went to Walmart and I just got a cheap RCA one for $12 that played cassettes.
Yep.
That one still works to this day.
I
And,
have one of those cheap ass ones,
it's
but I
great.
also got after Home Alone 2, they re-released the Talk Boy.
Oh,
They
I
released
had
a
one of
Talk Boy.
those too.
Yeah.
I had a Talk Boy for a long time.
I had a
used to
Talk
make, I mean,
Boy
I
as
used to make
well.
shows before podcasts were a thing.
See, that's the little connections
still had those
that
tapes.
Skin said
Yeah.
that you and I have. We both did that as kids.
So
We-
I did have a double cassette deck, like portable stereo for a while, and that was like my, it was actually my second stereo that I had. The first one I had was one of those all-in-one units that had an AM/FM radio, had a single cassette deck player, and a turntable. So it had everything.
look,
So yeah, it was pretty cool, and it had like 2 speakers that would just plug right into it. And
I never owned a record player.
it was
I have
a
records,
great-
but no player.
it was a great little unit. I loved that I could, play both records, tapes on it. I could tape favorite songs off the radio. That's how we did it back in the day.
And you might be wondering, gee, Elise, why the hell did you have records with no record player? Because I was in college. Everyone else had record players. I didn't need one.
Yeah,
Never
you
needed
just
one.
played
Always had a
on-
roommate with one.
Played on theirs. Yeah, exactly.
It was in the living room
Let's see.
usually.
Duncan goes, I used to turn off the anti-skip on my player as it drained the battery too fast. I
Yeah.
thus learned to be its shock absorber. Either holding it still like a statue or moving it in sympathy to the car to keep the player still.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so like, what are you doing? I'm listening to music.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So you'd be like a steady cam for your for your CD
Oh, yeah.
player.
Yeah, that's a steady Walkman.
That's great.
CD-man, Discman, that's what they were called.
Discman, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's actually
My friend had the
that's actually a
waterproof yellow
brand.
one.
Walkman, and then there were
There's
disc.
Yeah,
Walkman
I had
and
the-
Discman.
I
That's
had
actually Sony brand names. Sony
Yep,
invented
I had
those.
I had the black and gray 1997 model of like bass ass Discman, and my friend who was rich had the really fancy $300 waterproof one. He went swimming with it all the time.
Oh, jealous.
And the headphones, everything was waterproof. So you're just like,
Wow.
When I was
feel
still in
like-
school, the most advanced thing I ever owned was an MP4 player with a little screen
Oh.
and stuff like that. And
Oh,
I used
nice.
I used to put like the 144p videos off the internet on the damn thing.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Nice.
Some of our British viewers, like Duncan, might not realize. I'm sure he does, but some British viewers might not realize that the mini disc player didn't take off here. It was fucking
No, it
huge.
bombed.
It
in
really
the UK.
didn't.
It was
It
fucking
bombed
really
here.
didn't. Yeah.
ginormous in the UK.
Yeah.
But
Here.
here,
It was too expensive and it died off rather quickly.
It was the same with the Commodore Amiga.
CD
My favorite '90s computer. Didn't really take off here. It had like a niche fan base here, but it was huge over in the UK. Like it was a big, it was the de facto go-to computer for a lot of kids growing up.
Yeah, what was the
And
famous commercial? Something's keeping up with the Commodore. Is the Commodore keeping up with you or something like that?
there was a few different ones over the years.
Yeah, it's Are You Keeping Up
Oh,
with the
gotcha.
Commodore? I think
Are
is
You
what the
Keeping Up with
song
the
is
Commodore?
called.
So I mean, it was intended to be a natural step forward from the Commodore 64, which was huge over here. But
Yeah.
at the same time, IBM PCs and PC clones were starting to take off here, and that's kind of where everybody was starting to lean towards.
The
And
PC clones is what really killed it,
it
honestly.
just killed
'Cause
everything.
everybody had PC clones.
Yeah, because
Oh,
I mean, because you still, because that was the thing. It's like the same thing with Beta versus VHS, where VHS took off because it was sub-licensed to anybody who wanted it. It was the same with PC clones. Everybody and their dog was making PCs, so they were cheap. You could get them
Yep.
fairly cheap. Whereas
Still can.
both Commodore
Mhm.
and Apple were still completely proprietary, so they were making their own. And Atari, actually, Atari with the Atari ST, they all had their own proprietary machines that only they made, so they could set whatever price they wanted. And that basically is what killed it, was PC clones. Just
I was
took
going to
over
say,
everything.
yeah, here in the U.S. and in Canada also.
Yeah.
The big nail in the coffin for Commodore as a whole, really, was when Radio Shack tried to start going after the PC clone market with the Tandy.
Yeah.
And the Tandy 1000 was going to be a proprietary system, but then they realized, oh shit, DOS is big.
Yeah.
So,
And then Windows.
so let's just make it a DOS compatible machine.
Yeah.
And then the Tandy 1000 was born.
The smartest thing they could have done.
It was DOS and,
And-
then MS-DOS,
and then-
which led to Windows. And
Yep.
then
Yep.
and it was all over. They got
And yeah, then
out-marketed.
that was the nail, and
They got
now we're-
out-marketed.
now we're here.
I mean, I still remember firing up
So-
Windows 3.1. It was being like a revelation. Like, wow.
I'm sitting here with two PCs on either side of me. I mean, if 90s me
Yeah.
would never believe it. It's like, what the fuck?
Right?
I grew up to be a traitor.
I was an Apple kid up until the late 90s.
I was all
Yes,
about
and
the
you could
Amiga.
go with
Mid-90s.
Apple.
Actually, I think it mid 90s.
Well, you watch my retro videos, especially the stage that we're at now, 1992 and forward. I was all about the Amiga, like just Amiga this, Amiga that, and you'll see more of that in upcoming retro videos. Never get around to doing
I
another
can't
batch
wait.
of them.
Like I said,
Yeah.
I've been very vocal over the years about my disdain for Apple and Apple everything.
But yeah,
My introduction to computers as a kid was on an Apple II.
I had
yeah,
Apple
same
IIe.
here. Apple IIc.
So it's just
There you
like-
go.
I was on,
Like I
you
said, if
know,
it's a mini Apple II ever released, you let me know because I need to buy that because it's the only load runner that's ever been good.
Oh,
All
my
the other load
God,
runners-
Yes.
And here's why.
Yeah.
Every load runner has different gravity, and there's something about the fucking gravity in that
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
that just clicks for me. All the other games
Yeah.
are like, it's too slow. Well,
I
too fast.
agree.
Or,
Actually, yeah, I agree. I used to play it on. I played Load Runner 2 all the time on my Apple IIc, and I loved it. And then I think they had a ColecoVision version of one of them, and it's quite right. You're
Wasn't
quite
the same.
right. It just something felt wrong about it. Like it wasn't quite the same.
not like it's a bad game, it just wasn't the same.
Yeah. One that was good on the ColecoVision though, which is kind of from the Load Runner, style of games, was one called Jumpman, which was really
Yes.
good. Yeah, I used to play Jumpman and Jumpman Junior. Those ones are really good.
funny enough, I was actually playing Jumpman earlier today. No joke.
Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, you did a stream earlier. You were playing in television games, right? Or you're
I
doing
was. That's kind of why I was hilariously holding this stuff while Sal was talking.
hilariously. Yes, that's awesome.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I would love to get the hardware. I need a RF to RCA demodulator
Oh, okay. To like just do
to be able to
direct.
hook up
Yeah.
my actual Intellivision 2 to my capture card because I have a
Yeah.
composite to HDMI adapter.
Okay.
So
I have
could
one of
do
those, too.
demodulated that to
Yeah.
composite to HDMI to be able to stream. That's how I stream this
Yeah.
thing right here.
I have.
Um,
Well, similarly, I have my old ColecoVision with the Atari 2600 expansion module. I could do that too with one of those.
Like I said, I will
things.
continue to stream using this because there are
Yeah.
like games like I said, Minotaur and Snafu and Bowling and stuff like that
Minotaur.
that are
Mm.
on here. But
The Dreadnought Factor. Hello.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say Dreadnought Factor.
Hit me up, but then saying you're going to stream Minotaur, though, because I want to watch you play that. I haven't
No.
seen that played in forever.
Oh
Excellent.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'll probably
I'll give you a view.
might actually be tomorrow.
There you go.
But like let's see what were the other ones? Beauty and the Beast because there's an iMagic title. Burger Time, the Intellivision version of Burger Time.
Nice.
I had the SNES
fucking
one.
love that
That
version.
might be the first version I ever played of Burger Time, actually, because my friend had an Intellivision, and I vaguely recall playing that on his.
I think it's the SNES version of Burger Time. Is that Burger? No, wait, it's the other one.
NES.
NES, probably.
There's another Super Nintendo. There's another burger-related game I'm mixing.
No, probably.
It's over there. I just don't want to dig through it. I literally.
Chrono
right
Burger.
No,
I
it
would
was like
love to be able to stream my
Make
actual
you make, like-
television too.
Yeah.
you run around and you get like the
You know.
ingredients, and you can. Anyway, I can't remember what the fuck.
So you all can enjoy the
That sounds like
totally
Burger
not the game Beauty and the Beast, which is totally not Donkey Kong.
No. Uh-huh.
Except you're a guy fighting against a monkey on a hotel.
Well,
It's like
see,
a weird
it's
nowadays.
a hotel. It's completely different from, girders.
It's if almost like Foresight. If we took Fix It Felix
Mhm.
and Donkey Kong and merged them together, you get Beauty and the Beast on the Intellivision.
Man, at Chrono Burger, time traveling fast food. Yes.
Time. I
Yeah.
get it. That's okay.
I see what you did there.
But yeah, so I was looking up, like I said, like demodulators and shit,
Mm-hmm.
trying to find fucking things are like $100. What the
Mhm.
hell? So they're like, just use a VCR. I'm like, I have a VCR.
Yeah.
I have this VCR.
Yeah, you can
I have-
actually.
Something like that. Here's the funny thing. No RF on this fucking
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Oh no!
I have the one VCR on the fucking planet that
Yeah.
does not have, like, there's the slot for it.
Mm-hmm. They
There's
just
nothing
took
there.
it out, I guess, from an older model. Or
There is a
something.
model of this exact one. This is a DVD VHS combo player.
Yeah.
That has the RF auxiliary
Yeah.
on it.
So that was like the stripped down later version.
This
or
was like a
something,
stripped, later model or something like
Yeah.
that.
They just used the
this
same
thing-
case and sealed up the hole.
to show how long VHS lasted, this damn thing was made in 2007.
Wow. That's impressive.
That is the copyright stamp date on the back.
Well,
of
I
this
guess
thing.
you know,
May 2007.
even
is when it was
people who'd
manufactured.
upgraded to DVD still had a lot of VHS tapes. They might have had old home movies on VHS. You know, still want to be able to watch them.
But still, like 2007. This was a year after I graduated fucking high school.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Well,
Anyway,
the good news is,
Duncan
the
says.
good news is you. Sorry, go ahead.
Duncan says no RF on a VCR. That's like having no plug on a toaster. Yeah.
I know, right? I'm shocked that there's no RF on this at all.
It's probably too
I
late of a model.
guarantee you that if I open it up, that I could see the solder pads for it.
Oh, probably. Yeah,
Dude,
maybe.
it's not only that. It's like that's probably like what year did it say it
Thank
came
you,
out?
Jail.
2007.
Yeah, so that's right. It's probably a late model one.
Duncan is-
It was probably just one of those you hooked it up to a flat
because after
screen.
2000, that's before. That was after the switch from RF is gone.
Yeah, because
Now
it
it's
has composite and component on the back.
Duncan is
Right.
asking, is the DVD drive a burner?
No,
or is it
it's
just a player? Just a player.
It's just a
it's
dual
that
player.
type,
Well, the
But-
good news.
Yeah.
I was gonna. The good news is that you can find those things in thrift stores for like $10.
Yeah.
So-
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
That's
I'm
true,
not-
yeah.
More
Yeah.
now, but yeah.
I would just like to get
Yeah,
something
they
that's
are
not
good.
a giant
Like
fucking
20,
VCR.
25.
that
Oh,
sits
yeah.
on
Still,
my
that's
desk.
bad.
It really was
No.
Liquid Nights. We talk about that all the time. There's like so many movies. It's like each subsequent format has fewer older like catalog releases. It's just kind of the way it goes. So I mean, I feel like there will come a point where some films, unless they're preserved from those old VHS days, will just be gone. They'll just disappear. Tapes will
Yeah, because they slowly
deteriorate.
deteriorate.
Yeah, they'll deteriorate and they'll just be gone. So
Hey, and as that ties into something Liquid Nights said, I was gonna say there's a big drive online for people to digitize their rare tapes because
Yeah.
they're never gonna be.
yeah,
It's not gonna devalue your tape. It's still your tape. It's never
Yeah.
gonna.
It's actually what I used that
Yeah.
machine for. I hooked a component up to a capture device to
Yep.
get as high quality as possible
Yep.
and did rips from it.
Yep.
It was a ripping
That's
machine.
Stoudman
for-
ripped
Well,
Reckless.
that's-
Has no other release.
That's why I have my two VCRs. Where are we here? Where are you there?
Which is a movie that means
I have
that we're going to
my
deep
two
dive someday.
VCRs underneath the audio mixer here is for capturing my old tapes. Not
You
just,
have a nice one though that has the time based correction.
not just home. No, I don't. I
Expensive.
use
Time-based
my
correction.
digital 8 camcorder for that. So I go composite out from the VCR into the camcorder, and then FireWire out from the camcorder into the computer. So
Oh, so you're just
Okay.
using it as a pass through.
I'm using it as a pass through for the time-based corrector. Yeah.
Good. That keeps the
So-
audio good. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
the
it
thing is,
makes a
Cloud did a
big-
pretty good rip of
big difference.
Reckless. We watched it and like,
Yeah.
I just I can't wait to like move in with him. I'm like, you need to digitize. You need to digitize this and this and this.
So one of
There's no rips of any of these things, you know.
So one of the reasons I have two is one of them gives slightly better picture quality, like more stable picture.
want
The
one.
other is better with the hi-fi audio tracks. So what I do is I actually capture each tape twice. Or no, one
Jesus
of them
Christ.
is better. One of them is better for lo-fi audio, for like non-hi-fi tapes, and one is better for hi-fi. So inevitably, whether it's lo-fi or hi-fi, I tend to capture it twice. Once to get the picture in the best possible quality, and then again to get the sound in the best possible quality. Then I line them up in Vegas and send out a fresh
You must-
render.
You
So-
must appreciate the amount of work he goes through for his
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah, and that's the same for the.
Can't wait till you
home
start
movie
streaming
stuff.
that stuff, though.
Yeah.
I want to watch you capture a tape live, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, one thing I've actually got a big pile of is commercials that as I've been going through my old
You
tapes.
should do that.
Well,
I
let
guarantee
me
you-
finish what I'm saying. So one thing I got is a lot of commercials from when I was capturing all the stuff I taped off TV. So I got commercials dating from 1984 up to like 2003.
I was 2 years old when you started.
Yeah. So basically, what
Jesus
I've been
Christ.
thinking of doing is I basically just have like just blocks of commercials unedited taken from those tapes as I was
I
cutting the
really
commercials
really
out
want a VCR.
to save the
I don't
shows.
have one.
So the intent was always to go back into those blocks of commercials and separate out each individual commercial into their own clips and get them all nicely organized. So yeah, I was thinking of streaming that at some point when I
Yes!
get around to doing
Yes!
it. So yeah.
I was going
do
to
it.
explode over there.
There you go. That's the part you were waiting for, was it? Okay.
You're sitting there just going,
I have a feeling.
Because with
No, the thing is,
commercials,
I have a feeling that people would fucking come and see you.
Yeah.
Like, you'd get more viewership just
Yeah.
doing that.
yeah. So that's something. I mean, I've got a lot, and I've still got tons and tons of tapes to go through that I haven't even touched yet. So it'd be nice to get a lot, because I know there's a lot of duplication there. So I want to go through, like, find, like, okay, I've got 10 recordings of this Folgers coffee commercial. What's the best one? And keep that and get rid of all the duplicates, obviously. So, you know.
Well, obviously the best one is the part where you wake up and,
And you have Folgers in your cup, yes.
and you have Folgers in your cup.
The best part
I was
of
like,
waking
fuck,
up.
I forgot the commercial. What is it?
Without question. So, yeah, and it's something like that I don't think it would get flagged, because commercials tend to be, they're disposable.
Advertisements.
They don't even keep them as, archivally. I mean,
A lot of those brands still exist, too. So
a lot of the reasons we still have commercials to enjoy from yesteryear is because people recorded them, and they only exist as those fan recordings now, so.
Worst case scenario, I would imagine that, like, some of them might have copyrighted music in them, and then
right.
that part of
But
the stream.
they're not going to stay on Twitch.
Whatever.
They're going to be dumped over to YouTube anyway. So
right.
YouTube will flag them like they always do, and I'll get demonetized or whatever. But at least
a few of them won't be able to be posted, but most of them will be. It's like,
but it'll be fun.
I hate my worst thing. I think I hate the most is sometimes you'll go to a fucking ad that's 30 seconds long, and there's a fucking 30-second ad before.
I know.
Are you fucking kidding me?
An ad. I'm literally here to watch an ad.
Yeah,
why do I have to watch an ad before the ad?
Go, dog. I heard you like ads.
I was trying to find a Downy commercial. No, a Downy commercial. The bear, right?
Yeah.
And I got a fucking Downy commercial. Before my Downy commercial.
What?
Downy
Downy
commercial I wanted.
Where I wanted to check out a commercial that aired a few years ago for a certain thing, and I ended up getting the new version of that commercial. I was just like, no, okay, I want to watch the old one.
I want to watch the old
new
one. Yeah. But yeah, I've got a lot of one I really want to go to, and I did capture and organize a bunch of these a while ago. I wanted to do kind of fresh edits of them. Is a lot of old toy commercials from the 80s and 90s. And stuff like
There's
that.
so many of those. I just found a bunch of them.
I've got a lot, and I recorded most of that stuff in SP back in the day. So a lot of my recordings are actually pretty nice quality. So
there's a really cool thing I posted on Discord in my deep dive. I did deep dive through a lot of channels and I'm a nerd. I'm in a part of a group who does a lot of found footage stuff, and so as in stuff footage that you find. Not movies. And there's a Suzu, I think the Suzu car.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, there's a series of commercials they did from the early 80s to the mid 90s, and they have some of the coolest car stunts I've ever seen. It's worth your time to go to our Motorheads section in our Discord and watch that 12-minute video at some point.
Yeah.
In the future.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. It's why we post cool stuff like that all the time when we find it. So.
Yeah.
And we have a channel devoted just that called the Digital Analog Archaeology.
Oh, the Analog Archive. Yeah. So I don't know. I might actually, for stuff like that, I might do a secondary YouTube channel or something just to post some of those old clips and things, and that way if it gets taken down, whatever, I can just make a new one or whatever.
Move on.
And it doesn't affect my main channel, so it'll be.
And I remember I tried
you
to
should
do something
upload them to
like that
archives.org
years ago.
too.
Yeah, that's a possibility too. I might do that.
I wonder if it's still around.
I really need to pee and smoke. I'll be back, and then we'll do
Excellent.
movies.
Oh,
Many years ago, I tried to do a secondary YouTube channel like that. I think it was called, was it Awesome Intros? And it was trying to do pretty much it was trying to archive, old intros to TV shows and stuff like that, and in high quality. So because that was one thing that was always annoying was I was trying to go this show was great, here let's find the intro, and it was nowhere on YouTube.
Right.
And stuff like that. So I would rip it from a DVD, or I'd find another source that was really high quality.
Archive.org is the best place for that stuff because it's for historical purposes. It's literally a preservation site.
Yeah, unfortunately, this was in 2010, 2009, 2010. I was trying to do it, and it just got copyrighted out of oblivion.
I'm one of the responsible people that go on archive.org and report the copyright material that definitely shouldn't be there. If it's a rare dub or something, I will never.
I wouldn't know.
When it's just here's Power Rangers, the movie from 2017. No, that shouldn't be here. that's definitely piracy. You know, if it's like a rare rip of a Godzilla movie with an alternate audio track that will never be released elsewhere, I don't see why that shouldn't be archived. You know.
Oh yeah.
That's why I've
Right,
downloaded a lot of alternate
film and
Godzilla
it should be
there.
archived. I go, it's the 2017 Power Rangers movie.
Right? Yeah.
It's being archived.
That's why I reported that one. That's like one of those. What? That shouldn't be here.
Like, if you want it to be archived so damn badly, go buy the Blu-ray and hold on to the stupid thing for 50 years and then archive it.
Or just rip it and then you can hold on. You can archive.
Yeah, then you can if archives.org is still easily accessible 50 years from now, then you can upload it.
Right, like if it's never been released anywhere else in the last 50 years,
hold your wad there.
20 years, 10 years. I mean, like if it's out of print and impossible to get, like I wouldn't flag it. I literally go to Amazon or eBay and go, oh, it's a $300 DVD. I'm like, you know, like that's not available.
I consider that out of hands to average consumers.
That is out of circulation. I won't report those kind of things. I said I'm a responsible user of that site. I'm like, this is preservation, you know.
Yes.
I have 3 different accounts, so.
Dad,
What?
can you grab me some water?
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Sorry, I'm like just like wee. I'm vibing right now. How's it going? How y'all? How's work been treating you, Eric?
The usual.
Oh, I'm sorry. They should treat you better. They suck.
Yeah, all jobs suck.
This is fucking
all
true.
Big corporate businesses suck.
Any job that you didn't elect to do yourself out of joy is fucking bullshit. Because I'll tell you what, I loved working at a game store. You know what I mean? There was a lot of menial work, but like I loved meeting people, talking about games, teaching games. One of my great loves, and one of the things I would love to get back to after this fucking pandemic, is maybe someday get back to that. You know?
Oh yeah, that's what people tell me all the time.
Even if it's a small degree,
don't
like
ever
just a
work for a
weekend.
game store. Blah blah blah. It's terrible and awful. Blah blah blah. It's just like it's one
Those
of
are bad employees. Yeah.
Let me make that decision for myself. For one,
there's a lot of. There's a lot of
because I've done a lot of things in my life that people tell me don't ever do. It's horrible. It's nasty, and I either enjoyed it or it wasn't as nearly as bad as they thought.
I will say it is unfortunately how common it is that there's a lot of gatekeeping and sexism in comic shops still to this day. Yeah. I'm just saying there is a lot of it, and I really hate it.
I would never work for a comic shop or a game store owned by a major corporation.
Neither would I. But I wouldn't work at anyone that had a bunch of fucking transphobes in it, or a bunch of fucking misogynists or gatekeepers. Like, come on, this.
You would love my local comic book shop.
I loved working at my comic shop in Ventura. Seth Games and Anime still, I think, in business. I'm pretty sure.
It's actually owned by a
great store.
Very, very nice young married couple with a newborn, and 2 of their employees are trans.
Awesome.
So, and they hold regular, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, D&D events. Sell obviously all the cards and everything you need.
Yeah. There are a lot of great stores out there. I'm not trying to say
the only place around here that I found anything about Batman and the Arkham game. I forgot what it was called. It's been like now over a year and a half since I've been able to go to the store.
Alrighty.
Oh, what was that?
But yeah, I mean, I've been to a lot of great stores too. I mean, like, there's one in Vegas that was really nice. I can't remember what it's called. There's one in San Diego called something named Fortress. Great store. But yeah, I probably don't. I don't know if I want to run my own comic shop or game store. I mean,
yeah.
But I definitely want to work on the weekends at a game store. Like,
that'd be cool. Yeah.
I'm very good. It's like one of my favorite jobs I've ever had.
Oh, you'd be great at that. Yeah.
I was already great at it. That's the thing.
I know.
Well, really, I talk a lot. I'm very knowledgeable about the things I talk about, and so
exactly, you would excel.
And I have a very fine taste. I think I try very hard to cultivate a fine taste in all things.
Pickups. Pickups.
Oh yeah,
Pickups.
We got pickups. Let's do pickups here.
got a few.
I think I have
Boom.
4. Well,
I have 11.
5, but-
This is the other half of that Amazon order.
Okay.
I have serious deja vu. That's 3 different times. This will be my 3rd time talking about all these fucking movies.
Okay, excellent. Garbage Gamer, what'd you get this week?
Let's see. What did I get? Well, you're listening to 2 of them right now. Well, what's making what's making it so clear is I'm on this boom arm now.
Hey, you actually got a boom arm. What a difference!
and then
Holy shit!
It is a Gator Frameworks boom arm that
Very
actually
nice.
sits on a 15-pound cast iron base. Because what this actually
Does it
is,
have rubber feet?
It has rubber feet. Yes.
Oh,
okay.
there you go. You're
Rubber
yeah.
feet, cast iron base. This is a mic stand for normally how it's advertised is you put one of those long microphones that you stick at the back end of a bass drum for drummers.
Okay, yeah,
So when you see a set and you see that thing, the microphone stuck to the back of the bass,
Yeah.
it's this thing.
yeah.
The other thing is the pop filter and the shock mount.
Very nice.
thing is,
So double whammy.
Yeah, the shock mount makes a ton of fucking difference.
Yeah.
Let me tell
Oh
you.
yeah,
Because I remember,
and this
I wish I
wasn't-
could afford one.
I remember when you just had it sitting on your desk, like every little thump and bang, it was like picking it up like crazy.
Yeah.
And
And
yeah.
the one thing, like I said, the drawback to my desk is it doesn't have edges.
Yeah.
All right.
It doesn't have edges. The positive side is that the straight part here to my desk and this side are 2 separate desks.
Okay. Yeah.
So the base of this is actually sitting technically on a separate desk. So
So it doesn't pick
So
up
it-
anything.
there's no vibration coming from
That's
this desk
perfect.
at all.
Yeah.
That's perfect. That's
That's
literally
good.
the best thing you could do, actually.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that here, but my TV, it would block my TV completely.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
like-
so I can actually kind of show it's kind of dark, but yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah, I
can
can
see,
see
you
it.
can see
There
the
we
gap
go.
right here.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
There's a physical gap.
That's
I can stick my
perfect.
finger in it.
That's perfect. So all the problems
So-
solved. And you got the
All
shock mount
problems.
just in case your elbow
Yeah, the
hits
shock
the other
mount
desk
actually-
or something.
Funny enough, this shock mount, I bought it for the pop filter. It
Yeah.
came with the shock mount.
Oh, perfect.
It's like $17, and it's just
Oh
like,
wow. Nice.
yeah, sure, why not?
Good job.
So I've been using. I'm actually gonna lower it because it's in my view at the moment.
Yeah, I don't.
that-
I do not
it's small
have.
for my mic.
I do not have a shock mount for mine. So. Yeah.
That's the reason that is because this fucking Yeti is so fucking big. It doesn't fit regular ones.
That is
The
correct.
Yeti specific one
I-
is $50
I was literally about to say that, but okay.
I'm angry because I wish I had one.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I know.
See? Can you see why I wish I had one?
Yeah.
So
So
look
it's
like this.
yeah.
Yeah, Stout has the Yeti shock mount. that
Yeah.
they sell
Well, I
for
can't. We
way
can't
too
see
much
you guys because you're all on. It's all on garbage right now.
Yeah,
so.
you didn't know you
Right.
See, look.
money.
I'll show you
Observe.
here.
later.
Uh-huh.
So,
Mr.
so the next thing
Moneybags
I picked up
for
here,
$50 shock mount.
Mm-hmm.
picked up a Nintendo Switch game. I've actually been wanting this game. I almost forgot it existed for a while, actually. Is Hot Shot Racing.
Ah.
Hey, come back.
It includes the Big Boss Bundle content pack.
Oh.
Shit.
There you go. Cool.
This is that racing game I talked about that was like a modern remake of Virtual Racing,
Okay. Yeah.
and it has like characters and. Oh my god, I got the hips. Stop it.
Headshot racing.
Yeah, arcade style racing, new ways to play, meet the hot shots. It's like if Virtual Racing had a career mode,
Okay.
and you could
cool.
actually pick up like a goofy '70s style character with like
Nice.
afros and stuff like that. But it has that same. It's very polygonal. What you can tell just from the artwork there. That's how the game looks.
Very nice.
So
That's
it's
very
just
virtual racing, but better.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited to play this.
Virtual
Again, I'll
Racing for
play it on
Nintendo.
stream.
Very
Nice.
nice. Very nice.
So got that there. And last but certainly not least, this is the big pickup for this week.
The
Having-
big pickup. That sounds like a movie.
Yeah, I know, right? I have one of these already, but it's this big, and the keyboard does not work.
Uh-huh.
It's just a little prop.
Yeah.
So I've been waiting for almost a year and a half because there was a big fiasco with these things when, the virus hit, and the stock that was supposed to come to the U.S. had some problems, got a very limited run, and people were snatching them up like crazy, and they're just very hard to find. Well, literally last week, one just randomly popped up on Amazon for retail price, not marked up at all, and it was Prime. I'm like, bye.
Yeah.
And that is, and it's funny that we were talking about old computers and stuff like that just literally a few minutes ago. That is the C64.
Hey, there you go. Very nice.
So this is the what's been known colloquially as the C64
Very
Maxi.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
Putting the box away because I have it out of the box here. Here you go. It is a full-size replica of the Commodore 64
Very nice.
with a working functional keyboard.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. How much was that?
Yeah, this is $129.
Wow.
It's got some weight to it. I will say that.
USB on the side and
3 USB on the side and 1 on the back.
nice.
One with
HDMI.
It's HDMI and it is the same power as the Mini.
Okay.
So it's 5 volt, 1 amp through micro USB. So, oh yeah.
I see.
You can now type in the screensaver program I posted to general. I can. I could with the Mini, but you just needed to use a regular keyboard. Now, one of the cool features that was added to the C64 Maxi, to this thing, is VIC-20 mode.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
So you can actually, because like in the Mini, you can always boot into Basic, Commodore Basic, and use it like a real Commodore. And but the VIC-20 was just kind of absent from that thing. But this full VIC-20 NTSC and PAL support.
Oh, wow.
For both Commodore 64 and VIC-20.
That's cool.
So you could boot into Basic on the VIC with this and use it like a VIC. The other big thing they announced or they have here is if you can adapt tape drives, disk drives, any peripheral cartridges to USB,
Yeah.
you can plug this thing in when it's running in the basic modes, and it will recognize them as their intended hardware.
That's cool.
So you could load a game from tape on this thing.
Oh, wow. That's pretty awesome.
So, and it has full support. They added in the added support for if you have a USB full of games, you can just plug it into the USB in the back, and it gives you just a list of the games. And you can play.
I'm not doing cocaine. I just need to wipe my nose.
Right.
Can the keyboard be used on the computer? I'm probably not.
Like,
I don't think it would have
it. No, it wouldn't be.
Yeah, I don't think it would have. I don't think it has an outward pass through.
No.
But yeah, all the keys there, and I don't know if you noticed, it was one of the big hopes when they had mock-ups for this thing.
Yeah.
Is they would get all of the Petsky characters and all the stuff like that on the keys, printed on the keys.
Yeah.
Let's see, there they are.
Oh, there they are. Nice. I remember.
So, and this is I never realized I didn't do a full close-up. This is the Commodore 64 keyboard in its entirety.
Yep. I remember.
All keys are accounted for.
Many friends of mine had Commodore 64s. And
the only thing it doesn't do that is not towards the original is the shift lock.
Okay.
Doesn't stay down.
Oh, okay.
It's just a button.
So it's like a toggle, I guess.
Yeah, it is just a toggle.
But,
it's not a actual.
Yeah, it's interesting. It has the pet characters on there. I used to do. I started using like with computers using a Commodore PET at my elementary school, and used to do programming on there, and it was cool. That was how you would do graphics back then. You had like these rudimentary ASCII graphics, and it had like a colored, like a filled-in block or something, and you could draw pictures with it. Essentially, it was very cumbersome, but it was how you did it back then.
Yep, and if you want to talk Commodore with all the enthusiasts and not look like an idiot, make sure you call it Petsky, not ASCII.
Petsky. That's right.
Because it was the characters used and invented on the PET.
On the Commodore
and
PET.
Used all the way up, I believe, through the Amiga.
Possibly, yeah. I think
there was probably a version of it.
Yeah. But they had the Commodore PET, and then the later one was the CBM, which was the Commodore Business Machines, just kind of the high-end version of the PET. But it looked essentially the same.
Yeah, because the first PET had a weird like chiclet keyboard and a tape deck.
I had a Commodore PET for a very brief period of time. It was I forget where we got it. I paid like I think $5 for it. And the thing about the Commodore PET was it was one of those all-in-one computer units. It had like a green monitor and like a casing, and then the keyboard and everything was all built in as one unified unit.
Yeah.
So
and what was glorious about it.
I had one of those, and then when I got robbed in 1993, it was one of the things that was stolen. And
I was gonna say one of the glorious things about it is if you ever wanted to work on the internals, it literally lifted like the front end of a semi truck.
pretty much, yeah, just like
It had
just
you open it up and it had a kickstand.
Yeah,
that held it open.
yeah, and there you go. But USB
but yeah,
connectors can be a pain. What are you talking about, Jay? They're like the single easiest to use connectors ever invented. It's just because you put them in the wrong way, and then you have to flip it around. Like that's literally the one thing. Like
Duncan, that was the big complaint about the Mini. Was that the creators were just plug in a USB keyboard and type it that way.
They didn't want to do that.
The USB keyboard doesn't have the Petsky characters.
Yeah.
It doesn't tell you where the Commodore button is.
Yeah.
And you don't know where run stop, shift lock, clear home,
any of those,
and also the cursor keys didn't work as intended.
Yeah.
So and it's just and all the Petsky characters, you had no idea where the hell they were.
That's the right way to do a retro Commodore 64.
Yep. And they even manufactured the internals of the keyboard are manufactured very similarly to the original Commodore keyboard.
So it has the same feel to it, eh?
Yeah, it has the same kind of. It is a membrane-ish kind of matrix keyboard. It's a little bit hollow sounding because the circuit board for the main computer is like that big now. But
so
it's mostly hollow.
JL was referring to something Duncan says it is a USB keyboard, but you need to add a USB connector as it doesn't use one internally. It uses a different connector. Some people mod the case to attach a second USB cable to use the keyboard on the PC whilst leaving it plugged into the main board. Well then, what a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Some people might do that for if they're coding a game.
Yeah.
And if they're using if they're coding an assembly on the PC, and they can wire through the Commodore keyboard.
Yeah, Duncan says you can now type in that screensaver program I posted to General on Discord. Well, and actually, if you could find scans of any of those old programming books, like magazines.
That's what I think is so cool about this.
You could type all those in, and there you go.
That's spiral-bound user's manual that came with the original Commodore 64 is actually relevant to this new product.
Yeah, yeah.
You could boot it into Commodore Basic and actually have functional use of that old 40-year-old manual.
Yeah, yeah. And you could type in all those old programs and spend hours and hours and hours typing them in
as intended,
and then type run, and discover that it doesn't work. Just like we did back in the day. It's like, well, I just spent 6 hours typing all this in.
Before we went live, actually, I was introducing Skinslip here to the world of the Killer Poke.
Oh yeah, we were talking about the Killer Poke.
Yeah.
The Commodore Killer Poke.
And deliver a Killer Poke to that thing, and then just reboot the system.
Yeah, like I said, here you could test the Killer Poke, and then just stop the emulation, and you're fine.
There you go.
Where the Killer Poke would, in some cases, kill your... It was actually from the PET.
Yeah.
It would throw it out of sync, and it would get it to try to display things much faster than it could.
Okay.
So when you went to reset it,
I'd break it.
One guy would actually show it, and the text would go real small, real fast, and then the monitor would shut off.
Oh,
yeah.
They said it could do it. There's no reported cases of it doing any long-lasting damage, but they said if you kept doing it, some of the repercussions is it would throw the monitor out of sync so hard that it would send voltage back to the main board and fry the main board.
Oh God, yeah.
Right.
So
Don't
this
do
was
that.
all just
wild?
typing in a poke command.
Yeah.
So they called it the Killer Poke.
There was poke and peek.
Yes.
Yep.
Often used.
Which I was trying to do earlier. I was trying to do some poking on the SID chip.
I was going to say it was also very commonly used in adventure games for inventory and stuff like that. Was the poke and peek command.
Yep.
So. Very cool.
Okay. So yeah, so that was my pickups.
Well, that's two pretty awesome pickups, dude. That's awesome.
Oh, this is my old stand, by the way.
The old
Oh, wow.
stand.
Yeah, that's how we heard
the
everything.
mic.
Oh, for the mic. Yeah, yeah.
That's how we heard every noise ever.
It had a rubber base. It has a metal base.
Yeah,
with
but it's,
rubber
Well,
feet,
yeah, but
Still,
yeah.
That was the level of adjustment.
Mm-hmm. Amazing.
15 pounds of cast
So-
iron is going to definitely
so versatile. Oh,
reduce.
wow. Hey,
Like 15 pounds of cast iron
It's like a
definitely reduce some shockwaves. Is my
it's like
point,
a transformer. All right.
The heavy metals also to not, to help insulate.
So Stoudman, what did you get this week, Stoudman?
I got a controller.
Oh,
For the Switch.
For my
for
Nintendo
the
Switch.
Switch. Very
Yeah.
nice. Look at that.
There's a funny story behind it.
Oh no.
I needed. I was planning to get like a actual real pro controller
Mm-hmm.
at some point in the near future,
Yeah.
but they're $60.
Yeah.
Ugh,
They're
I know.
cheap knockoffs that are like $20 to $30, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when you get these cheap knockoffs, they'll last for about, a couple of months and then die.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was taking a chance, definitely. But
So this
I
one
wanted to
lasted
take-
a couple of days and then died,
Oh,
or
it's working.
okay.
It's just that I was planning to get it for Tetris 99
Mm-hmm.
because I was thinking of playing that on stream. I don't know
Okay.
if anybody would want to
That'd be
watch
fun.
it. But I couldn't find this.
Ah.
And this is the device that you use to you hook up the of the controller.
Mine's
from
right
the
here
Switch
next to me, and I'll
into
I'll lose it
like-
otherwise.
Like this.
Okay. Yeah.
So you don't have to wave around doing shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And then it becomes like a somewhat normal controller.
Bit
Right.
cramped.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to play Tetris like this
Yeah.
is really strange.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's very difficult when everything's high speed and
Yeah.
everyone's throwing like 2 million fucking lines at you. So I was like lost without this. I could not find this. I was like, fuck, I don't want to spend the money right now, but I kind of need a fucking controller here.
Yeah.
So I bought this.
There you go.
And then an hour or two after I fucking opened this up,
Mm-hmm.
I found this.
Of course. Of course.
That's how it works.
So there you
That's how it works.
So now if one dies, you got another option. So, good. You win, sir.
It's money I shouldn't have been spending, god damn
I
it.
know.
But, yeah.
I know.
It's
You
a
could
pretty
you could have bought an extra half hour for my marathon with that money, but
Right?
Oh well.
Exactly.
Oh well. Sucks to
Um,
be me, I guess.
I'm like, how are you gonna say "sucks to be you" on that?
So I also got the Arrow order in. Arrow had their Easter sale,
Yes.
and
I like Arrow. They
I
do
got-
good stuff.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas,
Nice.
which does have a Criterion release.
I have the criterion of that. I still have yet to watch the film ever.
This has a 4K restoration done by Arrow themselves, and
Oh, very nice.
a bunch of other special features. I was just like, you know what? Arrow is kind of like the Criterion of the UK.
Oh yeah,
you know?
absolutely. Well, there's actually a few like Criterions of the UK, including Criterion themselves.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah,
That's
I'll go ahead and get this
They got
version.
some really
Why
nice
not?
boutique labels
Just
over
have
there.
a version of it. Then I got The Limits of Control, which is a Jim Jarmusch movie.
Ah,
Skinslip says we have watched this. I have no recollection of this movie.
oh,
All I knew for sure when I bought it was that it was a Jim Jarmusch movie, and I
Mhm.
wanted to watch it because it's a
Okay.
Jim Jarmusch movie.
well, you can enjoy
So,
it for the first time all over again.
That's right. That's the best way of putting it.
Yeah, that's the one advantage of having a memory like a sieve. You can enjoy things for the first time over and over again.
It's funny what I will remember and what I won't remember, though.
Mhm.
That's the strange thing about it.
Yeah,
Uh,
selective.
Anyway, Tower of London, starring
Ah.
Vincent Price.
Nice.
And that's basically the reason I got it.
I
because
think that's on one of
I'm
the
on a
Vincent Price sets
Price-
I have. I can't remember.
I'm on a Vincent Price kick, so
Oh,
I
wow.
definitely had to get this. And look at this friggin' cover.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Look at that.
That's
It's
beautiful.
gorgeous.
And you can never
Yeah.
go wrong with Vincent Price. I mean, he's the Prince of Horror.
Hell yeah. And it
It's
comes
wonderful.
on Blu-ray and DVD.
Wow.
Picture film.
Excellent. You
Picture
can
film.
enjoy wonderful sped up by 4% PAL format DVD.
Yeah.
Great. So you
A
can
whole
hear
different way to enjoy it.
Vincent Price on helium.
And then, speaking of Vincent Price, the last thing I got was the Six
Ooh.
Gothic Tales set.
Oh, that has the
has-
Raven on it. Oh my God.
The Raven, the Fall of the House of Usher, The Pit and the Pendulum, Tales of Terror,
I've got a bunch of those.
Haunted Palace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got some of those.
So, my only complaint about this, because it's beautiful hardcover, and I paid like $35 for it. There's not much to complain about at all.
Mm-hmm.
But this has 2 movies on it,
Uh-huh.
and you wouldn't know it because it's just got the one cover.
Right.
One
Right.
artwork.
Reversible.
The other artwork,
Yeah.
yeah, it's reversible.
Yeah, I figured.
The other artwork is on
So,
the inside.
but the nice thing about that is you get the full artwork for both movies rather than it being sort of sliced in half to make a double feature cover, you know?
Yes.
So,
You have a point.
I was gonna say it could be so much worse.
question for you, now that I think about it, which version of The Raven is that? Because I think he did a couple called The Raven. One was a straight adaptation, one was the comedy one from 63.
I don't know.
Who's in it? Who's in it?
Vincent Price.
Yes. And? Anybody else?
It doesn't offer
And-
information about that right here. Hold on. This is that's why. I'm looking at the one for fucking Tales of Terror.
Oh, that's why. You sent me the Kino of that, Tales of Terror. I have that
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
I have that one on Kino too. I double dipped here
Wow.
just
Yeah.
so I can get this.
It's good stuff, though. The arrow's worth double dipping.
Oh,
on.
you got the set too?
Yeah.
Finally? Nice. See, he could get
Yeah.
set last time because there was a limit to 1 per customer,
Oh,
and he
okay.
got me the set last time,
Oh,
which is still in a box over there.
I
Right.
think this basically says it all. And what a comedy!
Okay.
Vincent Price, Peter Lorre, and
Yep.
Boris Karloff.
Okay, that's the one. That's the one.
So is Kino a different movie then?
I love that. No.
This is
you-
The
Raven. Oh, okay.
You missed half the conversation.
You said there are 2 different movies called
Of,
Raven that he was
of
in.
the Raven, yeah. No, it's nothing to do with Kino. Kino is Tales of Terror. That's anyway.
Oh, I need that too.
The Raven, yeah, that's the one that I grew up with. My mom bought me the VHS of that a while back, and I loved it. I watched it over and over again. It has a young Jack Nicholson in it too. But it's very funny. It's great. It's also just this little love letter to Gothic horror and with some of the greats of horror in it. And it's a
County
great
Terror
movie.
was like that.
And it was
I can't wait to get my copy of that.
it was in volume 2 of the Vincent Price collection from Scream Factory, which is the one that I don't have. That goes for $1 bajillion now. So
Da-da-da.
yeah, is it region
Just
free?
gotta-
Nope.
No.
Of course not. Why would it be? Yeah, well, I don't have the luxury. You can be dicks about it all
I'm
you
not.
want.
It's okay. I'm not mocking you. No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
No.
I just found out that Indicator.
I'm
has a
absolutely
lo-
not mocking you. Actually.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just pleased that I found out most of Indicator's titles are region free, so I'm gonna be
Yeah.
getting a pile of stuff from them at some point, including
It has such great releases, too.
including the 3 Sinbad movies that I got from Twilight
Yeah.
Time. So I'm
I had that set.
yeah, I know. But well, not the box sets are all gone, but you can get the individual movies. So I was gonna get those 3 Sinbad movies because I loved those growing up.
Ooh.
So
What's that in there? Oh,
double dip on those.
what is that? Is that all 3? Oh,
I
it's all
don't.
3.
Yeah. Will you stop? Seriously. I will just end the show right now, and we'll never
I'm
know
kidding,
what you got.
I'm kidding. Okay.
So anyway, is that it?
That's it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love you.
So what did you get, you big jerk?
Just you wait.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say.
Just you wait.
Jackie Chan because it was $8 and it was a free title. I know this cut's a bit butchered compared to the Hong Kong cut, but I don't know when or if Warner Archives ever going to release this one. They did just announce Legend of Drunken Master, aka Drunken Master 2, under original title,
Yeah.
Drunken Master 2.
I saw that one. Yeah.
Which I saw that in theaters, but they're
Nice.
having both the theatrical cut and the Chinese cut.
Cool.
So with English dubs on both. So I'm like, oh,
I actually knew about
And
that.
that's
but
Warner
there's no
Archive.
special features on it.
Warner
Yeah.
Archive. Wow, they're really
Yeah.
pulling it out with the deluxe editions lately, eh?
There's no special features in that though.
Yeah. Still though, multiple
That's the only
cuts.
problem.
That's good.
Yeah, multiple. I'm not complaining at all because
Yeah.
it's gonna be like $17 and it's cheap.
Yeah.
I'm like
That's
I'm not
great.
I'm not complaining. Anyway,
Yeah.
I picked this up. I'll totally double dip if they do a new release because I love Jackie Chan that much.
Yes.
Next, I upgraded High Tension, another $8
Ooh.
title.
Very nice.
So, I read about this in Horror Hound magazine probably back in film school, and this was like a year away from getting released. There's no American distributor yet. This is just like a UK French movie, so it's a French movie, and it like went over at gangbusters at a convention at a film festival.
Mm-hmm.
So I literally went on eBay and bought the only available edition, which was from Indonesia,
Wow.
so I could watch this movie, and that's the only copy I've had until right now.
Yeah.
So
Is that the one where it's kind of like Cube?
no,
No, I'm thinking of it. It's a different French one. I'm thinking of.
yeah,
I
no, you're
forget
thinking
what
something
that
else.
one's called. Yeah.
High Tension. This is a slasher film, but like
Okay.
with some psychodrama stuff
Oh.
going on,
Cool.
but with lesbian undertones. So I got to own it.
Cool.
I think it's actually not undertones; like they actually are lesbians.
It's
But
just blatant.
next, I recently rewatched this and thought, yeah, I need this in my collection. This is so good.
I need to get that. I've never seen it. Funny enough.
I wish it had special features, but
Yeah.
it was also $8. So
Yeah.
like,
I definitely need
and
to
if
get
Scream
that.
Factory announces this, I'm gonna double dip on this one because that's one of those titles. Oh look, and now I also had the correct host.
I need that one too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys have been
This
recommending
is a
that
really
one to me
good
for a
movie. If
while.
anyone's
Yeah.
not seen this,
Yeah.
I think it's on Shudder still, or maybe it's on
What's
Amazon.
funny
Prime.
about it is like, as you start watching it, you're like, wait a minute, this seems kind of cheesy and not good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
But eventually, it hits a point that's like, oh shit,
Yeah.
oh shit, this is actually really good. Oh,
Oh,
shit.
Giving you-
okay.
it's setting enough. It's setting enough tone up, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. This is that thing about the Korean horror is that they do tend to have like a bit of humor to everything they do.
Mhm.
Korean
I mean-
filmmaking in general, there's always at least a little bit of comedy to it.
The movie I Saw the Devil deeply affected me, and it's such a profoundly disturbing film in many ways. It's so good though. Like I need to own it, but like
That's
holy crap,
it's funny you
Sean, that's
mention
high
that one.
recommendation for you.
That's like
Cool.
the one I can think of that doesn't have any comedy.
yeah, there's
in
no
it.
horror. That is a grim movie, but
Yeah.
it is
Oh.
a good movie.
Yeah.
A very good
That's
movie.
one that'll make you question whether or not humanity is worth it after all.
Yeah. That's a
Okay.
9 out of 10 star movie. Let me tell you.
Which one
Next,
was
I
it?
got that would be I Saw the Devil.
I Saw the Devil. I'm going to add that to the list here. Okay. Okay.
That Sean finally knows that I don't rate things 9 or 10 very often, so when I do, it's kind of significant.
Exactly.
The Host, a 9 out of 10 movie, by the way.
Yeah.
The Host is so good. Me and Justin are probably gonna rewatch it soon.
That's been
Just
on my
bought it.
radar for a while.
We need to find it now.
Yeah.
I think it's
probably
streaming.
right over-
Anyway, next I got the Mummy trilogy,
Yay! I got that.
and then I gotta get the Mummy the Scorpion King
There's
set
the
still.
Scorpion King set now. Yeah, the
And
version.
I want to get. Yeah, sorry.
So I was just gonna say the version I have of that includes the first Scorpion King, but otherwise I think it's
This
the
was-
same as what you have.
Like $12, so I was like, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
I really only want the first movies. I really have no interest in Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. I thought it was like decent, but like,
Yeah.
it wasn't the worst movie I've seen. And I mean, the Scorpion King movies are definitely worse movies, but I'm watching those for a purpose. We have a Dungeon Synth project I'm going through,
Oh, there you
so it's digital. That's a shot on digital fantasy film.
go.
So
Yep.
next, I got Death Wish
Oh yeah.
for $8. It's bare bones.
I've been
Fine
wanting to
with me.
pick those up for a while. I've only ever seen the first one, which is fantastic.
Same.
Yeah.
But this is also $8, so I got the 3, 4, and 5.
You know what?
2, 3, and 4. I mean,
I've had those same Blu-rays sitting in my cart forever.
Or the buy two get
There
one free
is no
sale.
set of all 5 of them. You got to buy them.
No.
Like, yeah.
The 5th movie is owned by a different company, and
Yeah.
it's fucking wretched. I will not. I probably won't even bother.
Yeah, I'll get it for completion's sake.
It's not worth it.
No, I'll get
You'll
it
see.
for completion's sake.
I got the Cloverfield 2 movie set. I'm upgrading my
Yay.
10 Cloverfield Lane, which means when we move out, Stout will probably throw up the half slip cover I hate to death.
Yeah, still got to
So
see
get rid of
the
it.
other ones.
Got this.
Yeah, that was a
I
terrible
really like
slip
Paradox
cover.
a
That's
lot.
one of the reasons I never bought it was because I hated that slip cover.
Yeah, I hate the slip cover too.
It's like
First
so
movie,
pointless.
second movie, third movie.
Yeah.
You know,
And the third movie is like a prequel, I think, isn't it? It's like
kind of. I don't know. It's
Sure.
hard to explain.
Okay.
I can't explain it to you without ruining anything.
okay,
for you,
then
so
I will just watch
you
it
just
at
need to
some
watch
point.
it.
Yeah.
It does connect.
Yeah.
Another movie I think might be a proto slacker, Fear in the Night.
I think it is. I have that one
Yep.
too. Yeah.
Is it the Hammer one? This is the Hammer one, right?
Yep. That one's Hammer. Yes.
Yeah, the other one. This one and that one. The other one I kept.
It was Fright.
Fear,
It was
Fright.
Fright. Both of us thought was Hammer, but it wasn't.
Fear. I always thought this was Fright in the Night, and I thought the other movie was called Fear, so I was mixing
Right.
them up like completely.
Yeah, I
So,
still need to get Fright. Actually,
this is Fright's out of print. I had to buy it off eBay.
I'll look, I'll see what I can find.
You might have some. I mean, you never know.
Third-party sellers
Next.
sometimes have good deals.
I got Megazone 2-3 Blu-ray.
Oh, that's on Blu-ray now. Damn.
Just got released. Here's with the Kickstarter exclusive
Oh,
art book,
nice.
which doesn't fit in the case at all.
I have
So
the
you
old
put that away?
ADV DVD releases of all 3 of them.
I believe it has those stubs on here too.
Nice.
I'm
There
I'm
was
gonna
an
show you
even-
the ultimate cover.
There was an even older dub. I think it was Streamline did it. I used to have on VHS.
Oh, look at that! Oh, it's so
that's
good.
Nice.
Ooh,
That's
yes.
really
Megazone
nice, yeah.
2-3. People will often say Megazone 23. It's
No,
actually 2-3.
it's 2-3. That just like Galaxy Express 999 is not 999.
And like Kamen Rider. It's not Kamen Rider 000. It's O's.
Oh, actually, no. Wait a second. I think it's Galaxy Express 39, and it's actually
Yeah.
just 3 9s, but it's not
It's either
999.
39 or it's either 39 or 9s, depending on how
or
they
9s.
want to make it thing.
Yeah.
So
Nine,
those are the two ways they do that triple number thing. Triple.
99999.
But I don't know what the requirement is for it to do which one, so I'm ignorant about that.
Okay, Fright is still available through Amazon.ca.
Oh, well, you should definitely get on that then.
Is not cheap, but it's available. So
I paid $28 for it. So.
it's 31.77 Canadian, so about the
Oh.
same price.
about the same price.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it's leads me to believe that it's in lower stock.
I'll pop it in my cart. They only have a few in stock.
Next.
So yeah.
So this was part of the Arrow video sale, but I did not buy this in Arrow video sale because I bought it literally a week before, not knowing that Arrow was the distributor for Third Window Films.
Hey.
Okay, no nudity. Whew.
Okay.
So this is the weird and wonderful world of Ujita. I can't say his last name. He did 2 movies: Violence Voyager and Burning Buddha Man,
Mm-hmm.
and 3 short films. Everything's here. It says Uch is the secret of Gekimation, employs a variety of hand-drawn cutouts to act like marionettes, and further adds music plus diegetic sounds in order to create the artistically curious atmosphere of gruesome fantasy. As an artistically delirious product, surfacing straight from the jagged contours of a wildly imaginative mind. That blurb sold me.
Interesting.
I was like, this looks cool. Japanese movies. I look at the back, I'm like, okay. I look at the trailer, I'm like, okay, the trailer is kind of, can't really discern much from it. Come back here, read this on one of the, I think Blu-ray.com, the one thing they're useful for. They have like cover scans for a lot of things. I think it was Blu-ray.com. Maybe I actually found this on a random website. Anyway, read this blurb and went, holy fuck, that sounds awesome. Sold.
Mhm. Cool.
Paid 3 times what I could have paid for it. It was like $7 in fucking, or $12 or something in the sale, and I paid like $36 for it because it's from England.
Mm.
That's everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. That's everything.
Very nice. And I got nothing, so there we go. All right, so there we go.
Hi, kitty.
Good pickups this week.
Yeah.
I probably won't have many to speak of in the next coming weeks.
Me either.
But
I'm still waiting for my tax money. Basically, until that comes in, everything's on hold. It's just bills and food right now, and that's it.
to be fair, luckily, we all can look around us and just see a bunch of...
Well, yeah,
things.
it's not like we're hurting for things to watch. Like,
Yeah.
I think we'll
Not
be
starving,
okay
sure.
for a little while. So movies. I actually didn't watch any movies this week either.
I almost died.
I only watched 11.
I did watch some things with my girlfriend. Yes, I have a girlfriend now, by the way.
Oh, but you're living in your mom's basement.
I'm living in my mom's basement, and I'm a virgin. Yeah.
Even though you haven't lived in your mom's basement since they were like
So,
17 or something.
yeah,
Whatever.
So long and the short of it is, you guys might remember Ray from many moons ago. We dropped out of contact. There was all this drama and stuff. We were both going through some shit at the time. It just was not the right time. We've since reconnected over the past year or so, and just really, things just kind of picked up right where they left off. Yeah, definitely vibed big time, and things are going great. So we've been getting together a few times over the past month, and yeah, it definitely just feels right and wonderful and great, and we're having a great time. But she doesn't have a lot of cultural background. She, just because of her situation growing up, she didn't have a lot of time to watch stuff and whatnot. So there's a lot of things she just hasn't seen.
The lost child is really common among being a people like us.
So essentially, part of my diligence as a media junkie good boyfriend is helping her to experience some of this stuff by sharing some of my favorites with her and whatnot, and she's having a great time. So one of the things she'd never seen was Star Trek.
What?
So
That's so cool.
I know. So we've been watching the original series on the Blu-rays, and
oh my god, that's got to be so fucking cool to watch someone see that for the first time.
It's so much fun. I'm having a great time, and she is a nurse by profession, so she particularly likes Dr. McCoy. She says I like the medical scenes. That's really my jam. I'm like, yeah, well, you're gonna love what going forward then, because there's lots of stuff with McCoy. So anyway, starting with Star Trek, we decided to watch them in Stardate order, which is pretty close to production order, which is generally my preferred viewing order. And yeah, so we're watching them in Stardate order, which is a lot of fun.
Can't wait to see the animated series, see what her thoughts are on that one.
With the which one?
The animated series, because that one's a bit divisive on fans. Some people like it, some people don't.
I'm sure she'll like it.
I hope she likes it.
She's not.
I'm sure she will.
She's not overly picky. She just says, "Yeah, just put on whatever. I'll watch anything," And also, I was watching with my morning coffee. It's been kind of a routine for me to watch an episode or two of The Office. So I just put it on speaker so she could watch it with me. She'd never seen that before either. And she thought it was absolutely hilarious. So when she went back to her place, she started watching The Office on Netflix from season 1. I'm like, oh, it's great. You're so much fun. You're gonna have a great time.
Nice.
She said, yeah, I really liked the ones we watched. It looked really funny, and she was laughing and everything.
That's so cute. Oh my god.
So I'm just finishing The Office. She's just starting The Office. So I said, oh yeah, I can't wait to you have to tell me all about it and tell me what parts you like and stuff. And the other thing, of course, big one, because she hears me talk about it all the time, Doctor Who. So just as I'm wrapping up the classic series run, taking Stoudman and Skinslip through it for the first time, we started all over again with Ray, watching the very first stories. Now, Ray works in an old folks' home. She loves old people. She just is such a wonderful, kind person and works really well with old people and just adores them. So she immediately fell in love with the first Doctor, and we're having a great time. So we watched the first two stories, An Unearthly Child and the Daleks. She kept snickering every time the Daleks were on screen. She actually finds them amusing and not particularly threatening.
That's great. Oh my god.
And,
I don't think they're threatening, but I love them anyway.
Yeah, but she liked the stories and stuff, and there's a lot of interesting sort of moral quandary elements to that first Dalek story and whatnot, as Ian's trying to convince the Thals to fight back, and the various conflicts and battling between the Doctor and Ian and stuff like that. Just a great story, and it's a lot of fun revisiting them again, and once again getting to have the joy of seeing someone experience all these wonderful old stories for the first time. And she said, so we were talking about it. I said, so how are you liking the stuff we've been watching so far? She says, so far Doctor Who's my favorite. I'm like, okay, awesome. I love you. I clearly picked a good one. So
excellent.
yeah, so we're probably going to get together again sometime this week. Likely watch some more Doctor Who, and you know,
Talk about it next week.
yeah,
You can gush about it again next week.
What's funny is I'm as you know, hardcore carnivore. You guys will find this part hilarious. She's a vegan, and but loves that I love red meat, in particular how it makes me a little bit more of an aggressive lover, shall we say.
Oh,
So,
Lord.
so she's determined.
TMI.
She's determined to make sure I always have steaks whenever she comes over.
God.
So,
Oh, Lord. Just,
hey,
no.
you giving me some like way worse TMI about your love life. So don't even.
I'm moving my gonads. How about that?
I will just enjoy this moment here, but
You want some aggressive loving? Then remove the fucking testosterone.
some
generator.
aggressive
I'll just be
loving.
meek.
You
This
just
has
be
become a
meek
very
and
awkward
submissive. Yeah.
conversation.
My doctor said my testosterone's way too high still, so he upped all my meds and gave me more meds, and so I'm taking like 15 pills soon. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Excellent. See, I take a lot
Not
of
that
pills
many.
in the morning, but it's just vitamins and stuff. But there you go. Vitamins. So that was my week, basically introducing Ray to some of my old favorites and just enjoying
awesome.
not being single again finally after 11 years of being
I
single.
feel that. Yeah,
It's
I
just
feel that.
wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
That was-
She's such a great person, and those of you who frequent my regular streams will have met her briefly a couple of times. She's very camera shy.
Aw.
But yeah. Oh, she also really enjoyed watching me doing my Fortnite highlights, and thought it was really funny, just kind of the interaction between me and the crew and everything, whoever we're playing with and stuff. And then she said to me the other day, says, "Yeah, I'm thinking I got to get in on some of that Fortnite action. That looks like a really fun
Yes,
game."
please!
I'm like,
Less testosterone, please.
like, yes, absolutely, you should. It's we have
Please.
such a blast with it, and yeah. So anyway, that's all I watched this week.
My ex was a vegan, and she was also after a very long dry spell.
Yeah,
alone.
well, there you go.
So it's kind of interesting.
But yeah, she's not one of those like I don't know, unforgiving vegans that just can't stand the sight of meat. Or she doesn't care what I eat. It's like
That's
just
same with my ex.
I'll
She's
eat what
nice
I
about
eat. You eat what you eat. And she said, just
Yep.
Teach me how you like your steak cooked, and I'll cook it for you sometime. And I'm like,
Aww.
okay, sure. Teach me how you like your stir fries, and I'll cook those for you. So it was
cutie.
great. It was wonderful. So
Stop making my heart be all squishy.
very happy,
Jesus.
very happy.
Now I talk negatively about movies. Come on.
Okay, so go ahead, talk negatively about movies now.
Well, it's garbage.
Or
Did you have any
garbage?
movies
Did
to
you
watch?
watch any movies this week?
Let's see. I didn't actually get to mention it because I left
okay.
last week. But the week prior,
Uh-huh.
I watched Godzilla vs. Kong.
Yes, it's so fucking good.
I'm literally the only person
So-
on earth who hasn't seen it. I think I might just have to
And,
find. The
and
memes.
yes, I agree with
can help you
Skinslip. It
find
was
the
so
memes.
fucking
I
good.
mean,
Well,
had
I
the memes.
can.
And the
I mean, I already had
complaint
the memes,
that
yeah.
everyone's had about how they didn't flesh out a lot of the human character dialogue and stories on that,
Yeah.
I go, I'm glad they didn't.
Well,
Because that's
yeah,
the problem with...
The movie feels so anemic with human characters. I need more. I need like 20 minutes more of character building because there's characters who are just introduced with no fucking backstory, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
who are you? Why are you running around with these other
Yeah.
people? Why
Yeah.
are you running around two fucking kids? You fuck. I mean, like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
yeah.
like I said, it is pretty anemic.
But the fucking monster action was so good.
the monster
yeah,
action.
like I said,
yeah.
but too much of it is the reason why I hate like the Transformers movies.
Yeah.
So it's just
Too
like
much.
there's a
That's
balance
what's happening.
between
Well,
too
yeah.
little and too much.
Well, in Transformers in particular, I've always said, I mean, that's a case where it's all about the robots. It's the story
Yeah.
of the robots, so it should be
Yes,
focused
exactly.
on the robots.
The robots,
Yes, there's
yeah.
some human characters. They're on Earth. They're gonna meet some humans, but they're not the focus of the story. It's about the fucking robots.
Meanwhile,
So-
giant monsters have always been the side characters in the giant monster movies.
Correct.
Always.
Different.
This is actually
Completely
one of
different,
the Pacific Rim had not as much story. It was pretty, it did pretty good. The sequel, Pacific Rim, did even better with that, like paring down the human stories to a bare minimum.
Yeah.
But I think this one was a bit too anemic, and I really want an extended cut, but I
Yeah.
don't think the director said he doesn't want.
He doesn't want to
To
do
release the
that.
movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Like, I think the studio should release an
But-
extended cut for nerds like me.
Yeah.
But the monsters look fantastic. The fights, oh my god, the fights!
Oh my god, the lighting in the fights
The-
were
the, like,
amazing.
Yeah.
Broad daylight fights.
Finally.
No rain, none of that
Oh,
shit.
and
Not
that
in the
night
middle
was
of
they're all
night,
illuminated by fucking neon. It was
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, like I said, and like the one night fight is in the middle of what is it? It's somewhere.
Kong?
I think it's in Hong Kong. Yeah.
Some a lot of
And stuff like that. And yeah,
downtown
it's
over,
just it's in the area of Hong Kong where it's just neon
Yeah.
central. It looks like fucking cyberpunk Godzilla.
It is.
Nice.
It's the homo fucking cyberpunk.
Nice.
But yeah, like
Yeah, I definitely got to see that.
It's
That's
so
good
good.
I
shit.
just
that-
rewatched
and a
the
lot of
first
people liked.
three, so
you know, right?
It's short.
yeah, it is.
It's
under
I
2
think
hours.
It's,
under 2 hours, I think.
and,
Yeah.
it's under. It's just
Hour
shy.
56,
It's just
I think.
past 90 minutes.
Oh wow. There
Is it?
was
I
a
thought it was an
regular-
hour and 56 minutes.
like
Sorry.
100.
It's like, I think I thought it was like 145 is what I read.
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
sounds
so it's
alright.
like
Yeah.
105
There's like
minutes.
25 minutes of credits.
So they
God, that movie
easily
has
could
a
have
lot
put
of
a little
fucking
bit
credits.
more.
There's a
human
lot of
stuff in
special
there,
effects
yeah.
people working on it. That's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those yeah.
There are a lot of things that I feel like are left on the cutting room floor that would add to this movie that wouldn't hurt it having there.
Yeah.
But like,
I
it's
yeah,
not a bad
very,
movie.
Very
But
nice.
if you watch that without any of the other movies, you'll be fucking lost because
Yeah.
nothing is explained about the human characters.
No.
You literally have to watch the other movies to understand what's going on in this
Yeah.
no.
with the human characters.
Well, good. I mean, you
Yeah.
don't necessarily need that.
The
I
third
mean,
movie in a series, it's fine.
It's the fourth movie in a series.
Fourth movie, technically, I guess. Yeah.
Well, no,
You're right.
it
I mean,
is.
yeah, at
feel
this
that
point-
you would be pretty well caught up on what's going on if you just watched like
Kong and
Skull,
God.
Kong Skull Island and King of the Monsters.
Yeah.
And King of the Monsters is another really well lit film.
Yeah, if you watch those two,
Well,
you could go into Godzilla.
yeah,
versus
because
Kong.
King of the
pretty well.
Monsters, or sorry, Kong actually gives you quite a lot about Monarch, the organization. We don't get a lot about them in the first Godzilla movie, but we get a lot more about them in
Yeah.
Kong Skull Island and see the extent to which they've been studying these creatures and,
And then
stuff.
they're hardly explained in King of the Monsters, so it's like,
That's
Yeah, I
right.
would say
It's,
King
it's
of the
assuming
Monsters,
you've
though.
seen the
Yeah.
other movies.
yeah. So
Is-
you like you
and
have to
that's
watch
fine.
them in order.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kong sets up Monarch. King of the Monsters sets up the human characters in Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like in
It's
Godzilla.
it's the returning human characters from that movie.
Yeah, because it's like in
So-
Godzilla, we get introduced to Monarch and just kind of get some hints about what they're all about. Kong is where we really find out the extent to which they've been studying everything. King of the Monsters continues that. So,
Yeah.
it's great. It's good
But
stuff.
yeah, absolutely fantastic.
I
Like
really
said, watched
enjoyed
it
the whole
on-
MonsterVerse so far. So
Yeah, I
Yeah,
watched
me
it on
too. I like
HBO
it.
Max.
All
On
of them.
on projector.
same.
Just chilled
I mean,
out.
everyone
It was-
complains about 2014, but the lighting, it's still good.
It's great. I
Oh,
mean,
2014 Godzilla.
Yeah, I really like that
That's
movie.
fantastic.
it's great.
I
Yeah.
fucking love that
Bye,
movie.
Rose.
The-
Bye, Rose.
The only issue I had with it when I originally saw it was I was watching it, I think, on a screen that was a little too dark. So the fact that so it really annoyed me at the time that one of the Muto's powers was like to send out an EMP blast, and then of course they're all fighting at night, and they just knocked out all the lights in the city. I'm like,
But
I kept-
but everyone
like
you
I
need that movie too because it sets up that Godzilla goes after these alternative power sources that are powered by like
So
radiation
I
and stuff.
kept waiting for them to, like, for Muto to send lightning or something, or for them to hit something that would explode a little bit so we could see what was going on, or Godzilla to use radioactive breath so we could see, a flash of what was happening.
That nod to the first movie is actually
Yeah.
pretty cool.
But watching it
Godzilla
again
count.
on my, bright LED screen, it looked fine. Like, I had no problem seeing anything.
Yeah,
Some
I saw it in
great-
theaters. I've loved it. It was like a
still
disaster
over and
movie.
over
Really, really good
To
monster
test my
fight in
sound
that.
system.
Yeah.
It was a
Purely
disaster
to
movie.
test my
with
sound
monsters.
system, I
Yeah.
used that airport scene from the 2014 Godzilla, where Godzilla shows up, steps
So good.
down, and just does that
Yeah.
epic push forward roar.
Yeah.
And it's just like that's his first. I think that's the first big official roar
I think it is.
from
yeah.
the movie.
Yeah.
It's like a
where
full frontal shot.
Where you
of
hear the
him.
full thing.
It's
and
the
full-
first time we see
Yeah.
Godzilla in all his glory, and then as they're
Yeah.
and this is something people complain about, they're just about to clash, the doors close, so you can't see it. But I love that they
Yeah.
kept cock teasing the fights all through the whole
Yeah,
thing.
that's the fucking point.
So when we finally get to that full-on final battle at the end,
Oh,
it's
so
so
good, too.
satisfying. It was
And the
love
way
it.
that
I
Godzilla
love it.
wins is so good. I just
Oh
love
my
that.
God, that
literally
was so
barfing
satisfying.
atomic breath
Right?
down Muto's throat.
Fuck
So
you.
good.
It was
fucking good.
such a huge fuck you to Muto. It was great. It
Right?
was wonderful. Hello.
Hi.
How's it
Hi,
going?
Rose.
Good.
Hi, Rosie.
Hi.
Rosie's sporting a new do.
It's cute.
Accidentally. We made the best of it.
I have sideburns now.
Do
see?
cuteness approval.
Kind of a cyberpunky thing going on there.
I have sideburns now.
Yes, very nice. All right.
I'm gonna go eat a ball of corn.
A bowl of corn. All right. Well, you enjoy.
There you go.
Yum.
My dad
corn.
would very much approve of.
So anyway, Godzilla vs.
Bowl of
Kong, 2
corn.
thumbs up, obviously. I definitely
Oh,
gotta,
yeah.
I definitely
Definite.
gotta check that up.
I watched
Check
it
that
2
out.
days
buy
in a
on Blu-ray
row.
the second it comes out.
I haven't heard any complaints about
What
it,
I
honestly. Other
fucking
than
rate it.
just,
Oh, it's another 9 out of 10. So
yeah.
nearly
Well,
perfect. The only
I
thing
don't,
that's-
I don't
that's
need
not
to add
perfect.
that to the list. That's definitely on the list.
I know. Well, I'm saying it's just looking at. I just went to look at my rating. That's all.
I'm so glad that these
Duncan
movies
says,
are
hack
getting
the planet, Rosie.
Yeah.
That these new Godzilla films, these Kong movies, are getting the blessing from Toho, and
Yeah.
they're so good,
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
really building very well a monster verse for this.
World building.
And it's-
like good and proper.
Legendary said anything about a sequel yet?
Nothing yet. But
Nothing
I mean,
yet.
Motherfucker.
it's
I heard rumored that
Come
was the
on.
last movie they were contractually allowed to do because Toho
That's what
wasn't
I heard.
a fan.
said hack the
Ugh.
planet. It's a reference to hackers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Haven't I seen that?
But
Yes, long time ago.
Hey, that's a PG-13 with nudity. Sorry.
It
Random
is.
factoid.
That's
It's random
great.
factoid I
I love
remember.
hackers. Such a fun movie.
Such a fun movie.
Yeah.
It's so nonsense, but
It
fun
is,
nonsense.
but it's fun.
10 out of 10. Nice. Well, I mean, like, I thought it was really good. Like I said, there's only one real major flaw. This is one more character, just a little bit more on the characters. Like 10 more minutes. I mean, like, just a little bit more motivation, please.
yeah,
Yeah.
Anyway,
no, I
have to
agree.
pee.
Yeah.
God damn it.
But,
And then
alright.
I'll do my movies.
Well, maybe
Stoud, do you have anything to
watched
talk
a few. Stoud?
There's one movie that I watched without Skinslip.
Okay, why don't you talk
So
about
that
that while she goes
was-
pee?
Usually they don't let you kill.
Brainstorm.
Oh, nice! You finally watched it.
Yeah,
That is
I-
such a trippy movie.
it is. And what I found most interesting is that, like, the way that it's shot,
Mm-hmm.
the aspect ratio
Mhm.
changes
Yes,
depending on what's going on in the film.
correct.
So the idea behind the movie is like they find a way to to record somebody's experiences from their own perspective, like
Yeah.
through their brain, right?
So you
They're
see it,
recording
hear it,
brainwave
smell it,
sense-
taste it,
yeah,
feel it.
every-
All the five
yeah.
senses are duplicated on these recordings. So it's like
Yeah.
you're there.
And whenever they show footage of what that looks like, that's widescreen, anamorphic, fucking
Opens it up.
very widescreen, you know.
Now,
But
can I interject something here? You may not be aware of this. When this was shown theatrically, the regular sequences were in, I guess, like CinemaScope 35 millimeter film. The brainstorm sequences were actually shot in 70 millimeter. So there were theatrical exhibitions of that showed it in 70 millimeter, and they said when you would hit the brainstorm sequences, it was just like, whoa.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's such a cool idea.
And yeah, it's a really cool idea. On your screen, it ends up showing the not brainstorm sequences, the regular scenes
Mm-hmm.
in a window box because of the way it was shot. But-
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's just the way the movie was shot, you know.
Yeah. The best way to sort of duplicate that, I guess, is.
But I think it's a really cool idea. Like this is what it's like to experience this brainstorm, the brainstorm sequence.
Yeah.
That experience from the regular, normal experience of what's happening in the story, right?
It's like VR,
So-
but you see, it's like you're literally there, like you feel everything and stuff. But
The story itself was great. I loved Christopher Walken. Can't go wrong with Walken. This is classic early Walken.
Yes.
Cast would approve if he hasn't seen this. I know There's at least one or two Christopher Walken freak out.
Yes.
Really reminded me of
Oh, you
the
got that
moment
movie.
in The Dead Zone. The ice is gonna break. That's the one that Cass and I joke about
The
frequently.
Dead Zone.
I need to
yeah.
see that movie still.
Yeah.
Brainstorm. Yeah, I really like that one a lot. That was.
I know you do. It's been in my cart on the.
That was a
desk in
big
my
one for
fridge for
me.
a while.
That was a big one for me as a kid because I think it was PG, and there's tits in it.
Before PG-13, right?
So yeah, I don't know if it. Yeah, it was before PG-13. Yeah, it was like early '80s.
There's that and Clash of the Titans, and people were like, "Hey,
'83, I think.
we need to have another rating."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, PG in the '80s was the shiznit, man. It was great.
I know, right?
But
So what I liked about this movie was that it kind of talks about how they're having trouble trying to get this thing off the ground without the military intervening and being like, we're going to use it for our own fucking purposes.
yeah,
And
or like interrogation and stuff.
yeah. And so it very much becomes one of those. I swear there's like a series of sci-fi movies that were all about people fighting back against the military-industrial complex.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there was Project X.
Yeah.
There was also War Games.
Mm-hmm.
War
Oh
Games
yeah.
is another
Yeah.
one.
Oh yeah.
Here's another one. There's just a bunch of fucking
All,
movies like that.
fairly
This
close
We need those
together,
back
too.
again.
Yeah.
absolutely fits into that kind of film. I liked it very much.
Yeah.
That's an interesting subgenre that
Seven
you
and a
make a
half out of
letterbox
10.
list out of.
7.5 out of 10. Yeah.
7.5 out of 10. I will
7.5.
have to pick that up.
Yeah, I really like it again.
Pretty good rating.
I might actually have to rewatch that because
I have to get it now.
It's always been a favorite. I also liked it because I've always been fascinated with like dreams and the mind and things like that. And to me, it was like kind of an offshoot of that, where it was recording rather than recording dreams, it was recording experiences. So you have. This guy goes and gets laid, and he records the experience, and then he gives the recording to this old man who's like a friend. Who's like, "Here you go, have a good time, buddy." And it's like, so he's. It's like
at some point he just ends up on the fucking couch twitching after having all night been. Experiencing
just having all night orgasms. Yeah, well, because what he does, he takes the tape and he edits it, so it's just a loop of the sex part of it over and over again.
Oh God!
And he's just like, he's just like, they
Sounds
find
like
him
fun.
like
Hook me up.
almost like dying from ecstasy.
Hook me right the fuck up. Sounds like a great time.
But,
All right,
yeah.
so continuing on our Stoudman's Don the Dragon Wilson filmography watch.
Mm-hmm.
We watched Red Sun Rising, which is a ripoff of Rising Sun, which is a Michael Crichton movie
Oh, okay.
from 90.
I think I didn't see that one. That was a different one.
I think it's from 94, 95. It may come out after this, but like this movie probably got rushed in production after the book got option. I'm guessing.
I always get that one mixed up with Black Rain for some reason, the Michael Douglas movie, which is great, by
That's
the way.
a different movie.
But yeah,
Sean Connery and
Michael Douglas.
No. In
Oh, you're talking about Rising Sun. Never mind.
talking about Rising Sun. It's Sean Connery and Wesley Snipes, I think.
Okay. Cool.
I think that's right. Anyway, this is Don Wilson and Terry Farrell from
from
Star Trek.
Deep Space Nine. Yeah.
Yeah,
Jadzia...
she plays the racist cop.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting. Jadzia Dax.
It's very uncomfortable to watch.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure.
This doesn't like play well because it's a fucking direct-to-video movie from the 90s.
Yeah.
And then like, look, I gotta just this movie like builds this character up as a racist, and like Don Wilson basically just ignoring all her racism in the whole movie, and then they fall in love. I'm like, what?
You're
I literally
my
were all
kind of
thinking, like,
racist.
what?
Yeah.
She did nothing to redeem herself.
No.
She's just
Yeah,
racist
that's
and gets the guy. Like what? I
Wow.
don't-
So
what
the
the fuck
message
is
there,
this?
kids, is you can be racist as fuck and still find
Is
love.
he gonna fuck the racism out of her? I mean, like, what the fuck? I mean, shit, dude. Like, it makes no fucking sense.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, we could not fit this into the timeline of the Blood Fist universe, but we don't know. There's still 6 more Blood Fist movies, or 5 more Blood Fist movies.
Oh, that's right. You were trying to reconcile
4
the
more.
timeline of all of these. Like, we're sure these are all in the same universe, and we're gonna prove
They
it.
can be. Yeah. Next, we watched. Oh, did you have any thoughts about that, Stout? Sorry.
Not really, no. It's just
Yeah.
All right.
mindless action flick, you know.
So the next one that we want to talk about is Bad Ben from 2016. Sean, you need to see this movie.
Bad Ben, eh?
This is
Okay.
Sean moves into a haunted house. That's what this is.
Oh my God.
Oh my! It's fucking hilarious. I
It's
don't know
so
if
good.
it's intended to be hilarious. Might be a
No,
little
it's
bit.
not.
Bad
No.
Ben.
This
Okay.
is 90
So-
minutes of a man getting frustrated with a ghost, and instead of like being afraid, he just gets annoyed.
Yeah.
I lost it every time he goes, "God damn it!"
Yeah. God damn it!
That sounds.
That's
literally
That
the infliction.
absolutely sounds like what I would be like in a haunted house.
guy's
Like, for
cruise-
fuck's sake,
Damn it.
can you stop
This guy-
slamming the cupboards around? I'm trying to record something here.
In this case, he's tugging. He grabs his chair, and the chair pulls itself from his hands. Thus, certified proof that fucking the supernatural exists. And he's like, "Stop it! Knock it off! God damn it!" That's how he gets to go.
He just gets annoyed. Oh my God,
Yes,
that
he's just
sounds
annoyed.
amazing. I need
It's
to
so
see
good.
this.
It's a piece of a beautiful nanar.
I need
Okay,
to
it's not
see
intentionally good.
This. No.
This guy wanted to make a movie. His actors didn't show up, so he said, "Fuck it, I'll make a movie." And he did it. And I'll
Just
tell you what,
By himself.
it's as silly as it is, and as amateurish as it is sometimes. It's also really good and fun, and I enjoyed the fuck out of myself.
That
So,
sounds wonderful.
and he's made millions of dollars. So,
It's perfect.
like off Amazon streaming, 'cause it's available only through Amazon streaming right now.
On Amazon. Okay, good. I will
Or
check
you
it
can pay like $40 for an out-of-print DVD.
out. Okay, I'll just watch it. on
I
Amazon.
really
Yeah,
miss the found footage genre, and that's not to say that there aren't any found footage movies being made. I'm just saying
All right.
it's not like there was back in after Paranormal Activity where there was a fucking glut of them.
Or
Right?
Yeah.
Blair Witch for that matter. But yeah.
Yeah.
Blair Witch was really the
So-
one that kicked it off. Yeah.
So to be able to see some new ones that this guy is like making them every fucking year almost like
I know.
he made one
He's got 8
during
of
the
them.
pandemic. Like there's 8 Bad Ben movies. There's 8.
Seriously.
So don't ever tell yourself you don't ever
Wow.
tell yourself you can't make a movie. You can fucking make a movie. Bad Ben
Absolutely
exists.
you can. Absolutely you can.
And
I'm
it's
telling-
All you need is a
absolutely
camera.
My favorite part is
enjoyable.
we're gonna watch all of them, but Bad Ben 8 Pandemic. Bad Ben Pandemic is the one I am looking forward to because it's basically built out of fan submissions of supernatural events that they experience.
Oh wow.
So it's like the
sounds
host, like it's like he's interviewing people about their
Yeah.
experiences or whatever.
hmm
Looks really fun.
That sounds like a fun
I just
series.
need more of him going, "God damn it, knock it off!"
Yes.
So
That is
good.
absolutely me in a haunted house, without question. I would just be so
yeah.
annoyed.
Like, I can't move out, so fuck off. The thing is, he's trying to flip this place, and he's invested all his money in it, so he can't leave.
Yeah,
Basically,
yeah.
the sequel's called Steelmanville Road, and it's got 2 actors in it, so I'm guessing he finally got to direct the movie he wanted to direct.
There you go. Yeah.
No. Did you want to talk about anything on that, Stout?
My favorite part is when the ghost actually kicks it.
Oh, you cut out what?
God damn it. God damn it.
Ah!
My
I
favorite
need
part
the sound
is
clip.
when my favorite part is when the ghost actually kicks his ass.
Nice.
Beats the shit out of him. It's great.
I look
Um,
forward to this. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's
And the other
fucking
7.
good. Yeah. I haven't seen the other 7 yet, or we will. We'll visit them. I think 1 week probably. Did you want to talk about 10 Rillington or Run Man Run, Justin? At all?
No, not really.
Okay.
Ben was really the one to talk about. There's not much
Okay.
else.
So I rewatched Ladyhawk for the first time since the 90s.
Ah, yeah. I need
And
to.
while I thought it was a really good movie,
I need to watch that. I got the
I had
Blu-ray
to
recently.
confess, I couldn't rate it higher than a 7 because the soundtrack in no way, shape, or form matches the visuals that are being presented.
Like the music.
It's like jazz, like it's like a upbeat, like, and it's like a
Really?
fucking mystical hawk flying through. It's the music's just so not that it's bad music. It just so does not match the images though.
So why
There's like a fucking guitar randomly and some synth. And
wouldn't it?
the one scene he
Yeah.
just like orchestrated for one scene. It's
Yeah.
great. I mean, but
Wouldn't it be nice if they'd had Tangerine Dream do the music for that movie?
yes, I was saying that actually.
Yeah.
This movie needed that kind of score.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's not a bad movie. Don't let that turn you off.
Yeah.
Still 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Matthew Broderick is at his best here.
Those
I
like
mean,
around
other
the-
than maybe Ferris Bueller, I
Because
guess.
around the
but,
same
you know.
time he did Ferris Bueller, actually.
Yes,
that
he
one.
plays
It's
a thief called Mouse who is so tiny he can escape. He just escapes the dungeon. Very first scene,
Nice.
just leaves through the fucking drainage. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna leave."
Well, I like that
Bye.
it's Michelle Pfeiffer and
Yes.
Rutger
Rutger
Hauer.
Hauer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, two beautiful
Oh,
people.
so good.
Beautiful actors.
And oh yeah. Oh my god, absolutely.
Mhm.
Rutger Hauer turned down some movie for this.
Hmm.
For a starring role of this, a smaller role in another movie for the starring role of this,
Huh.
and then when he originally wanted to, wanted to be on the film. Here's what happened: he came in to test for the Prince of the Guard, the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "I really want to be the good guy," and they're like, "Oh, well, we got Kurt Russell for that." Oh, I'll wait till he wants to hear this bit, so I'll wait. So originally they wanted to get Kurt Russell to be there. And Kurt Russell dropped out a few weeks before filming began, and they offered it to Rutger because he was the next best option, I guess.
Okay,
That's how he
then.
started the movie.
There
But I
you
thought
go.
it was great. Next thing I want to talk about is Winners and Sinners from 1983, starring Jackie Chan, Sammo Hung, and Yao Ben. Yen Bao, excuse me, fucked his name up. This is a really strange slapstick comedy. Jackie Chan is in about 20% of this movie.
Okay.
All the cool action scenes, almost
Mhm.
all the cool action scenes include him. There's a few with just Sammo Hung and the other boys. It's great. There's like a lot of physical comedy going on. They do a lot of vaudeville type inspired pieces. Randomly in this night market, fucking a Rod Stewart song starts playing, and I was like, "What the
Why
fuck?"
Rod
It's so
Stewart
weird.
songs stuck in your head?
Yes,
Oh, that's where
But
it
it's a
came
fun
from.
movie.
Okay.
I give it a 6 out of 10. It's not the best Jackie Chan film, but it's the thing that started a 5-6 movie series, of which we have 3 of them available. The only 3 with Jackie Chan.
Okay.
So,
Well, there you go.
really liked it. It's available from this Region B set.
Oh, that set. You showed that,
Yeah.
got that last week, I think, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're all directed by Sammo Hung, I believe, too.
Nice.
And last but not least, I watched Shape of Water.
Ah,
This
how
is my
was...
first time watching it since I first bought the Blu-ray way back when.
I have not seen that at all yet. I have it sitting on my shelf waiting.
And when
be
I got
watched.
it, that was still in the closet and still hadn't accepted myself.
Oh, so how was
So-
the revisit?
Intense. It's a 10 out of 10 movie. It's
Wow.
literally one of the most beautiful movies I've ever seen in my entire fucking life.
Wow.
Like every frame is a painting. Every frame is a painting.
Nice.
I when I'm watching the movie, me and my friend Erica were watching it, and I asked them like, I told him like, I don't understand why anyone wouldn't just throw money at Guillermo del Toro. When everybody's like, I want to make a movie, here you go.
Yeah, pretty much.
How
eh?
much do you need? How much do you need, Mr. Del Toro, to
Yeah.
make this movie? You can bargain for the price, but give him fucking money. Let him make any movie he wants,
Yeah.
because he's one of the most artistically beautiful directors working in Hollywood right now.
Oh, he's amazing.
Like hands down.
He has
I mean, like-
such incredible vision.
He's up there with Terrence Malick with visuals.
Yeah.
Different kind of visuals, but beautiful visuals. Literally every frame's a painting. It's so good. It's such a wonderful love story. And the ending is a metaphor. Again, he does it a lot in his movies. Metaphors.
Yeah.
I'll let you decide what actually happened.
Yeah. Cool.
So,
I look forward to checking it
amazing
out.
film. If you haven't seen it, you absolutely have to see it. It's
Oh, I will. I will.
it's deeply affecting in the best kind of ways. It make you believe in love. That's all the stuff I want to talk about. We talk about most of the stuff on our own show, which we do every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific,
There you
on
go.
my Twitch.
On Skinslip's Twitch, that is Couch Tomatoes with our very own Skinslip and Stoudman talking movies at you.
And if you missed it, the 2 episodes we had done prior are now on YouTube. So
There you go. Perfect.
our prototype episode, which is a mess.
Well, it takes a bit to find your groove sometimes. That's
Yeah, we're
fine.
still trying to find a groove. The show's a bit rough on it. We literally just started. We'll
That's
figure
okay.
it out.
You'll figure out how long did it take us to find like a solid format for SNI, like
A couple years actually.
Yeah, it was pretty fast.
Literally,
and
a couple
loose
years of doing it every week.
fast and
It was
loose
chaos
in the
for the
early
first
days.
3 years.
Oh yeah, it was.
We literally just talked shit until we got tired.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
like
That
7
was
hours
literally it.
long.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my God.
literally it.
I missed the days.
Yeah, it was
I
fun.
like when we do
It
like
was fun.
5-hour episodes. It's good shit.
It was.
Until we're
Well,
like,
I mean,
oh,
there's
it's
no
already
reason we can't
tomorrow.
do like just some random shooting the shit thing once in a while, you know?
I'm down for it.
There you go. All right. Well, maybe we'll do that. Stay
We have
tuned.
SNI and STS.
Shooting the shit.
Shoot
yeah.
the shit. SNISTS. Alrighty, well, I
Cram
think that is it for another week, folks. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for joining us. Pretty good show this week. We covered a lot of fun stuff. Yeah. Alrighty.
Oh my god, almost 4 hours.
We will
Excellent.
see you next time. So we got, let's see, we got 3 hours in the queue for tomorrow, continuing the gaming marathon fun. Apparently $7.91 to add an extra half hour right now because of all the random donos earlier. Thank you so much, guys. You really knocked it out of the park this week. We hit 63% of our donation goal. Only a couple days late, but what are you going to do? I didn't stream much this week, so that's probably my fault. Anyway, thanks, everybody, for everything. I'll see those of you coming to the marathon tomorrow. And everyone else, well, we'll see you when we see you. Alrighty. Until next time, thanks for watching, and sayonara.
Strafe.
High fidelity penis.
Wow,
Great.
that sounded gorgeous.
God damn, I got aroused somehow.
I have the most awkward erection.